Trash boy. Lip. Tap to GG. How's it going? Stomp everybody. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hi. Hold on. We are attempting to get into this game. It's causing lots of issues because there's a lot of server load on this brand spanking new game. It's fantastic, it looks like. I was doing some research, and we may have a problem with my stream schedule. I hope you guys are doing okay. Don't mind me. I'm just attempting to get access to the servers. We're gonna just mash it out while I talk to you guys. Hold on. So we're gonna try. Fingers crossed. I hope y'all are doing okay. How are you guys doing today? You doing good? Listen to the sultry music at least. It's very nice. So we're going to be trying to play this game called Book of Travels. It just came out today. It is an online RPG. They call it a TMORPG, a tiny multiplayer RPG. And it is a game about world building and exploration and fascinating mechanics that make no sense from a balance standpoint, but make a whole lot of sense on a creating a unique character standpoint. I'm doing okay, Lip. I'm much better than I was over the weekends. I'm still really congested, but other than that, I'm doing okay. How are you, Lip? I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys for a minute while I sit here and mash this this button. Let's see, you'll have to might exit and come back in. So it is wild. So there's crafting, there's a bit of survival to it, but it's not the point of the game. The purpose of the game is to create a custom character, one that is uniquely all your own, and to explore this very large world in a way that you want to. So there are systems set up for people who want to be social characters. And here let's see. Region, US. Oh, did I get it? Hold on, I might have. Region, US. Hold on. It popped up for a second. It popped up for a second. Server selected. Set server. Login. Disconnected. Oh, it's so close. I see it there. I see the server name. I see. Oh, it's gone. Hold on. So you guys are going to go to this. You guys are just going to watch me this. Adding EQ social experience back to games. No way. I know, Trash Boy. Well, here's the thing. The character creation aspect of this is really fascinating because, let's see. Because, for instance, there's you create personality traits, and one of the traits that there are is. Can't even check the reason anymore. Hold on. Like for instance, you have to pick 2 positive and 1 negative. And so one of them is it's not like it's something akin to something like outgoing. But what makes it so great is like that one, you gain more knowledge in your skills and abilities by being in a group of 2 people. You know, you and one other person because you're being outgoing. And then there's another situation, one that you can pick a negative aspect. It's like lonely, but by that you gain knowledge slower when you don't have people. Hold on. We're going to exit and restart. Let's see. We're going to try to get this. Cam Stream Hype. Xanadude, how's it going, man? We're trying to get into this game. And, of course, there's sensitive login information, which I'm not showing. And I hope, I pray, beyond all pray, that we're able to get into this. It's a third-person, kind of zoomed-out visuals, but it looks very beautiful in its own artistic, way. It's very own distinct visuals. US. I don't want European. Come on, you can do this. Load those servers. It's absolutely having some major issues because there's lots of people trying to get into this game. What stinks is that because there are so many people trying to get into it, it's getting review bombed right now. Big time. Which is insane because this is a small indie studio. This isn't some big team of people. So we're just gonna let this try to refresh. And we'll see how this goes. But if anything, the worst case scenario, we're gonna try this for a little while and then we'll just go into Shining Force 2, if all else falls. But I don't know much of anything about this game, which it adds to the allure for me, particularly. The server's not even showing up anymore. And so we're attempting to cancel. So we'll see what happens. How are you guys tonight? I hope you're doing well. We're going to attempt to get into this thing. It's with ardent brute forcing that we will attempt to get into this. It has a hard time reaching the servers right now because it's so flooded with people. Which is a great thing, I guess. It's bad that people are review bombing it. But this seems right up my alley. There's no chat for this game. You do pictographs. You do, you kind of talk in painterly stories. And for instance, if you pick as a dissonant, shy as one of your characteristic traits, those are much smaller on the screen. And so people have a hard time understanding you because of that. And there's two different types of magic, and there's a lot of magic, it seems, that appears to be very so typically an MMO, its major mechanic is combat, right? It's almost all spells and abilities all feed back into that combat loop. That is not the case here. And in fact, a lot of its stuff is not for combat. And I'm very curious to see how that pans out. It's a major mystery to me. And one that I wish I could play. Again, I'm not mad at them for the servers having issues. Look, it came out today. And it looks like this is right up my alley. This may be a situation where it may upset the balance of the stream. It may upset the balance in a very big way. Oh man. Let's look at the settings. Yeah, so I'm curious to know how this game is going to play. What little I've seen has been not very telling. It doesn't tell us much about it. And so I've been trying to keep it as little info as possible, because it's kind of how I like to play. But I don't think we're going to get in here tonight. I'm going to restart the whole thing again and try again. Xanadude says, let's use our imaginations together. All right, on 3, focus as hard as you can. Focus, everyone. Do you see it? The verdant plains. The grazing antelope on the verdant plains. There's antelope on the plains. And there's a bustling river and a beautiful tree. Just a delight to the senses. Dinosaurs were roaring. No, no, not dinosaurs. No dinosaurs. Oh, God. Because, yeah. Yes. Let's see. Come on. Come on. It wants to set me to Europe by default. No, we're never gonna get in. We're never gonna get in this game today. This hurts my soul. This hurts my soul. And the Tralegualums roam freely. The Baljivingulas. Hold on. Found a server. Let's see if we can get it. We're spamming it. The Obos Blade server. We're not touching anything. We're just gonna spam this out. Fingers crossed you can hear the frantic spamming. Server popped up. I still see the server. That's a big win. Oh, it hesitated for a second. It hesitated for a second. Come on, game. Come on, game. Obos Blade, you're the one. I know, I'm sorry, server, for spamming this to you. It's not helping you, I'm sure. We're just creating a giant flooding. There's so many people. It's not even a queue situation. I don't know if they even had a queue set up. I don't know how this works. Or how they did things. But I found a server. Please work. Almost played. I know. I know. It hasn't disappeared on me though, which is a big win in comparison to previously. It was doing a major crap out of me. So there's just a lot of people wanting to play this game right now. And of course I'm not showing the login portion here because of course it has my email displayed. I don't want you to see that, no offense. Found a server. Which is a big deal. Most people didn't even get this far. But it's just, it went nuts. People went nuts for this stuff. It had a Kickstarter, apparently, which I didn't know much about. Again, I know very little. And that's the plan. Like, that's the hope. Because again, a lot of people are expecting this to be an MMO. This is kind of, it's online aspects. Oh, when it does that, it drives me crazy. It pauses for a second. Like, it plays kind of like Journey in that regard. Your online aspect of it, you'll see people, and there are people, but it's not this massive conglomeration of all players in one unified instance. You see them more rarely, and you only communicate through pictographs. I don't know how that works, what that system is like. And there are supposedly cities, like cities in this game, as well as little villages and towns, and supposedly huge. I saw the map and it looked gigantic, with places to discover and explore, and ruins and dungeons and shrines to have like spirit journeys, and all this crazy stuff. And of course, your ability to have those is reliant on what kind of person you are and how spiritual you are as a person, which is also very interesting to me. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm so fascinated. And like, my character is absolutely going to be the one where like I need other people to grow. I'm going to be lonely. I'm going to be me. This character is going to be me. Outgoing and like very passionate, but very lonely and sad. Oh, this is the only one that pops up here. Oh no, no server selected. I select, it's right there. We've lost it. Okay. Oh, see, it even pops up now. Pops up. Set the server. Again. I've set the server, good sir. We're gonna try again. Hail and well met, Earl of Chesterwick. I apologize, everyone, that we are doing this madness. I apologize again, once again. But I have to. It is the fervor inside of me that can't be stopped. I need to play this game, and I need to understand its secrets. And it has to open itself up to me. It must. You aren't imagining hard enough. Jeez, I know, Santa Dude. I know. Oh my goodness. Tell me about it. Of all the people, I know. Come on. Load those servers. Load that news. How does Bill feel about the ensuing madness? I don't know. Bill, how are you feeling? He's taking a nap, it looks like. Bill, you okay, buddy? Bill? Bill, you alright? He's doing great. He's feeling the magic. Bill, you gonna be okay? There we go. Okay. Yeah. Can't even see the servers anymore. What? This is our last try. Promise. And then we'll get into some Shining Force 2. I just really, really want this to work. I'm hungry. Mostly because, like, listen, there are so many people right now who are attempting to get into this game and genuinely expecting an MMORPG. Like, they're expecting World of Warcraft. They're expecting New World. They're expecting Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, it hurts me to even imagine what a person like that is going to say when they actually play this game. Because from the 15 minutes I saw of this game, it's not even remotely like those games. It's not even remotely like those games. And that is a genuine shame that they have to be in a situation, these developers have to be in a situation where you have to fight these preconceived notions about what this game is. So people see an online RPG and they're like, we're calling this a tiny multiplayer online RPG, a TMRPG, or a TMORPG. And people are not getting it still. And it's like, it's an online RPG, it's an MMO. It's like, yeah. You can apparently play music, a lot of environmental interactions, which are big for me, and a major emphasis on role-playing in a big way. I really, 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 really wish I could get in there. No server selected. Yeah, we had a second. We had this brief, minute window wherein which a server showed up, but we could not get access to it. And I'm hoping by Wednesday that will be fixed. Trash Boy, absolutely. Trash Boy, let me tell you something here, okay? Trash Boy, there is quite literally a class that is dedicated to culture, to art, to science, to music, to poetry. I don't know what that means. There is combat. You can fight. You can be a warrior and have adventures in that regard. But that is not the point. I don't know to the fullest extent. Trashman says, I need this game now. Mojito says, you're back and feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Still a little under the weather, but I'm doing okay. Trashman says, I need this game now. I don't know to what extent you can play music. I don't know. Gotta do one more. We're gonna reload this again and see if we can do it. I don't know to what extent any of it is. So don't run into this head first yet, because again, this might not be for everybody. I know this is for me. I immediately understand what it's trying to present and how you engage in this world. But because there's no defined storyline. There's no, there's no big overarching story, an epic story that you follow. It isn't like that. There are self-contained stories. There are stories throughout the world that are peppered throughout it, and interconnection. Those sorts of things that I think are really important for these types of games. And that's my jam. That's what I want. Okay, it's trying to find a server. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The art is beautiful. The concept, though I don't know all of it, seems cool and innovative. Exactly. Login screen of wonders, Xanadude. You're not wrong. Trash Boy is on board. I don't blame you in the slightest. I was ready for this back in September when it was supposed to come out, and I got pushed back a month, and I literally learned that it came out today by somebody through word of mouth. Sakura and my good friend Mike. They were like, hey, well, Sakura knew I had heard of this game, but Mike was very much like, hey, have you heard of this game? This sounds like it's up your alley. And I'm like, is it? Is it now? Oh, you mean that there's a game where I need people around me in order to succeed in life? And when I don't have them around me, I am in a stagnant state of being? Tell me more! Now, if only we could find a server. Oh. Found Obo's Blade again. I found Obo's Blade. Camera does the slow zoom in. Oh, Obo's Blade is gone. Oh. Blade? Obo's Blade? Introverted, extrovert, the game. The game. Exactly, Xanadude. You nailed it. Oh, Obo's Blade is right there. I see it. Stop this Europe nonsense. Got a bug bite on my finger that is like horrible. It hurts. And Janice, pop up. Oh no. What stinks is that the people that are in there are already in there. They're already in there and they've got a leg up on me. I won't. One of the beauties of this also is you're in a situation where, you know, because of the limited aspect of how many people that you are subjected to, and the limited aspect of how you communicate, makes it a little easier to not have to rely on. Like you don't have to worry about being spoiled. And have to go to a wiki if you want to, you don't have to go to those. If you want to stay in the dark and explore this game at its own pace, at your own pace, you're able to do so, which is fantastic. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So this is our last one. This is the last legit one. I'm so sorry, everybody. I know this is enthralling. I know this is just the most exciting thing in the world to you all. But it is to me. Come on, sevens. Ooh. Ooh. Hav Eridom. Hav Eridom popped up for me. Let's see. Are you the one? Hav Eridom, are you the one for me? I also love the fact that you can't, you don't get to make your own character name. You have to pick from a generated one. I'm spamming it as hard as I can. It's not a good idea, I know. I know. But we're trying. We're trying so hard right now. Ah, Veridom, you failed me. Ah, Veridom. You can't even see this, which is very entertaining to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ah, Veridom, you failed me, my friends. Okay, that's that. We tried. I forgive you. Audio Eric, how are you? Doesn't Bill have exceptional fast twitch muscles? Oh man, you know what? I wouldn't leave that up to Bill right now. That is with great power comes great responsibility, and I wish beyond wish that I could play this game right now. We will try back again at 11 o'clock, and we're gonna see if we can then. I hope you guys are doing well. It's good to see you, as always. Let's see if we can... Yeah, the game's like... crashing. Crashing. Okay, let me pull up the game. We're going to play some more... Release Bob! Play more Shining Force 2 then, I guess, while we're here. So let's switch that around. We tried. Xanadude wants an impromptu game pitch. Well, let's do that real quick while we're here. Xanadude wants an impromptu game pitch. I'm going to roll some dice. We're going to see how this goes. Fingers crossed. Rolling 3 die, these story die. We're going to see what we have to make a game based off of whatever is going to happen. And a haiku. Oh my goodness. Have I tried Heroine's Quest? I have not. I've heard great things though. Okay. Shaking up my die. Okay. We have a sad face, a pointy arrow, a book, and a lock. Okay, well that's easy. We're just making mist, aren't we? Now listen. Let me tell you about a game of loss and sadness. It's about a man who has 2 children who defied him and were locked away in books. And you had to follow the path that they once led to learn of their past and who was truly the evil one. You find out that they're both evil and that they trapped their own father away in a book, and you have to find the right pages to save him and make a haiku about the game. And when you do save him, you learn that there's a much more troubling problem that happens that you can't get to until the sequel. It's like a haiku. Whoops. It's time for a haiku. That game is just missed. I'm sorry. It's just missed. That was poorly done. This has been a haiku. Okay, let's pull up the thing. Let's pull up the thing. What are we doing? Oh, EMUVR. Hooray! Alright. Why are you such a misshapen mess? Boink. There we go. Let's get going. Yeah, it was just missed. I'm sorry. It was just missed. Thank you for both of those things. Alright, folks. We're getting back into this. Listen. Something's happening. When we finish Shining Force 2, oh, the things you're gonna see. Oh, don't worry, Earl. We'll get to it. We'll try again later. But we're gonna get back into this. So we left off. We have a whole bunch of butts to see. I don't know who's on my team right now and what we are doing. Where are we right now? Oh, we're already all the way over here. That's a long ways away. So we are trying to find a ship that we are going to resurrect and use to fly back to Grand's Island. Let's see who's in our party right now, because we have to change things around so we can see these butts. Oh yeah, we have a whole lot of butts to see. We've seen Taya already. We saw Screech. We saw Higgins. Janet we know. Tyron we know. We haven't seen Randolph. Okay. We got Guyane in the party as well, which we need to see. Alright, let's just get Geralt out. These guys are not going to be members of our party for long. Karna the priest. And then Eric the Tinte. His name. I think that's everybody. It's all the new faces, yeah. Okay. That's all of our new stuff now. We're gonna get a robo button in a minute too. Oh, we have a long walk ahead of us, don't we? I'm trying to think about where we are currently and where we need to go. Yeah, I know where we need to go. Okay, I remember now. We're just taking a jaunt to the left and up. Oh, I should rename the thing. I need to rename the stream. Oh, absolutely, Earl. The synopsis of this one in particular is you are from a kingdom called Grand Seal, and this thief had stolen a gem from this shrine, this old ancient shrine, and it opened up this giant tower that Grand Seal protects. And in it is some great evil that gets unleashed through a variety of devious things. And it causes the island to sink, or collapse. And the Kingdom of Grand Seal escapes by boat, like an ark ship, that sends them to the mainland of Parmesia, the main continent of Parmesia, where then they get roots and attempt to survive. The king's daughter is imprisoned in that tower still, and going to be used as some kind of sacrifice to help bring about this ancient evil. And a year has passed since then, and we are now trying to make our way to back to Grand's Island to save the day. That's the overall plot. Alright, we should be getting into a fight here pretty soon. I just want to get There we go. Yep, we're about to find this giant ship. Hello, Grand Seal soldiers. Remember? I promised that I would see you again. Come on, let's party. Stop! You need my war plan. You again, Gesp? Why don't you leave me alone? Xeon left me in charge. It doesn't matter if you are killed or not. Then kill me if you've got the guts to do it. I know. You want me to be... You want me to be die. You want me to be die. Gesp, you coward. I'll kill you first. I have no time to waste. I must go. Silly Camila. You can't survive without my brains. Sunken Island, ancient evil, sacrificial princess, hero climbs tower to save princess, destroy evil. Exactly, but we have to get a flying ship before then. Dookie, did you hear that? He said you would win. He must be a bad fortune teller. We've got some buses here. We can get a ship and return to Grands if we defeat her. Dookie, get her! Can get some butts into play. But yeah, we're getting close to the end. We're a little over 2/3 the way done. We've seen a lot of butts. We've pretty much seen almost all of the butts that we have to see. There's just a couple more after this to actually add to our collection. The P-Hunks. We got these other characters that we're seeing now. They are not still need Rockman, but we still do Lip. We still need Rockman, but you're right. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. They just go with the last. Okay. I'm gonna have Karna do a spell. What does she have? She has boost. Wow. Okay. Might I keep Karna? She's gonna be so low level though. Oh, they really do boost. That's the big time. Boost is huge. Cannoli says, now you're deep into the game and never reached. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, her butt's not much. It was white. Not happy with that butt. Let's draw out the enemies, and we'll get to see these other people's butts. How are you doing, by the way, Cannoli? I hope you're doing well, my friends. I hope you are doing well. Boost is a beefy spell, and one that I wish I had on my team, but I picked, I think, the wrong person, because the guy that I picked was Tyron. He ended up not being good for the team, and we had to sadly cast him to do. But this priest that we found, that's a part of that, you don't normally get them. You have to go back and get them at a certain point in the story, and it's very easy to miss that. But they're horribly leveled in comparison to the rest of your party. And I went and did that just so I can get their butts and I can rate them. Pristine goes, I know this is just a TV, but looking at it, back of degaussing my CRT monitors, that satisfies the sound. How's everybody? It's doing great. I'm doing great, Pristine Cow. So good to see you. Okay, can't stay long, but figured I'd say hi and see how the forest is shining too. Thank you, Cannoli. Thank you. I wish I could be playing the other game right now, but I can't. Book of Travels, I wish I could be playing right now, but it's bogged down with server problems. It's just not something we can do right at this exact moment. Which stinks. Guyane has moved for the first time there. That's kind of ridiculous. You can't move very far. Oh, this is Eric the Kinte. This is Eric the Kinte. Oh, no. No. Same old butt. Same old butt. Yeah, Pristigity Cow, I was planning to play this new online RPG called Book of Travels, which has gotten a lot of hype on my end. I'm super excited for it. And it's tough to get on right at this moment. the P-hunks. Slade, I just want you here to take the hits. Yeah, Jaro, you can get a hit in here. It's something unlike anything I've ever seen, and it encapsulates a lot of the concepts that I feel are incredibly important for MMOs. And because of that reason, it's an instantaneous try for me that I really want to try this game out dramatically. Retro Chisan, it's good to see you, my friend. I tried to get into the servers for Book of Travels tonight. It did not go well, so we're playing some more Shining Force. I hope you're doing well, my friends. Level 16, nice. Blast level 4? No blast can go that high. I just want to see these butts. My butts can't get there in time. My butts are having a difficult time. Oof. What you been doing lately? Have you played anything good recently? Guyan is so close to getting there. Can't get him there. Can't see his butt. Karna. I really want to have Karna in my team. I really do. I might promote her and just keep her around just for the heals and the boosts and stuff like this. I don't know. Yeah, look at this butt again. Let's just look at this butt again. Look at how sad this is. It's a great butt. It's just so bland. Off this week, trying out a new board game. What are you playing? What's the board game? Cleaned up an old Genesis on Saturday. I like this. You said Genesis, you say. Okay, let's go Randolph's butt. It's just a plain old butt. Nothing special about that butt. What does Blast look like? I want to see. Last 4. Oh, tornado. 34 points of damage. Ooh, hello. Descent, Legend of the Dark. That sounds great. Sign me up. That sounds fantastic. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. I make dough every week and put in fridge. I have pizza from it, bacon in oven right now. Order nearly up. Mouth-watering. Stop it. No. No. Killing me. I want to taste. Randolph's gonna die. That's fine. We didn't like Randolph anyways. Just expired. Ooh. Heat Axe. Oh, so it's a place 3. A place 2. Whatever. I just want to see. We gotta see Guyan's butt. And then we'll come back and we'll get the right party. None of this nonsense. And then we'll get back to our old party. We don't have to worry about this madness anymore. And we have some equipment to buy, which is going to be fantastic. Upgrade some people. Much needed. Tushy's going to attack. 24 points of damage. Oh, Tushy, you're so good. We love you, Tushy. I just wanted... Can Guyan get a turn? Where is he? Where is Guyan right now? Like, he goes once every 2 turns. I just want to see the butt. Just show me the butt. What? HP 3, attack 3, defense 2. That's a level up, man. That is some game. There we go. Cayenne, let's see how you can do, man. Huh? Oh, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad of a butt. Not a bad butt. It's a decent middle-of-the-road butt. It's 1 point of damage. You know what? I don't need Karna. I don't. I want what's his nuts. Because he's gonna get Aura, and Aura's gonna be helpful. I think he's gonna get Aura. I hope he gets Aura. He does not have much to him. Belching flames! Yes, Tushy! We're just waiting until our hero gets a turn so we can cast our escape spell, so we can get our actual party in to play this fight. Gucci Gucci Manjaro. Him. That's a beautiful butt. It is a beautiful butt. It's a flying Pegasus butt. It's in constant undulation. It doesn't have a... It's not stationary in the process. It's always moving. Always has a foot somewhere to be. It's a 9 butt right now. It could possibly make it into the 10 spot. Not entirely sure. When is my hero gonna get a turn though? We have major upgrades for everybody because like they're not doing enough damage on everybody right now, but there is. There we go. Whoops. Rest out. There's some major upgrades that we haven't gotten. I have a long way to go. I have a long way to go. Whoops. Okay. Let's make our way there. It's a short trek, but it is a trek nonetheless. How is everybody doing, by the way? I hope you're doing fantastic. For those who've never met me before, I'm Bogus Meat Factory. Normally we'd be playing this upcoming game that just came out. Looks really fantastic. Book of Travels, but we're having difficulties getting access to the game at this point in time. So let's get rid of Karna, sorry. Oh, all the music. I'm glad you're doing great, Trash Boy. I'm glad you're doing great, Canola. That music is fantastic. Sorry, what's it? Oh, who's being replaced on Randall? Place? We got rid of Higgins. We're not using Screech. Jaha's coming back in. Oh, we're staying in. Oh, Gary is out. And then May. That's it, I think. Oh yeah, because we put Guyan in there. Wait, yeah, we have Jaha already in. Yeah, he replaced. So yeah, no, that's our team. That's how it is. The music in this in general is some of the best out there, just straight up. It's so fantastic. What I love the most about it, the thing that I think the Genesis does the best, is its percussion. The snare drum is fantastic. You know, you have this bass drum, the snare drum, the cymbals. They're all there. And they're all there wonderfully sounding in comparison to their contemporaries at the time. It's one of those situations where a lot of people always very much dismiss Sega and the Genesis in comparison to like Nintendo SNES music and such. But the SNES, it doesn't have that crisp. The crisp is what's important. I'm going to save here because I'm going to save here so that when we egress we come back here then, because I totally forgot to do that. But like, yeah, you know, the SNES has some really interesting instruments, but everything just is a little muted. And the beauty of this is that, yeah, it's got that nice Yamaha chip in it. It's so crisp. Just if somebody is doing it right, if they're building the music right, it is the best. You saw it when you tore it down. I know, and it's so good. And the only types of chips that are systems that I think do sound maybe a little bit better would be something like the Virtual Boy. It's blasphemous, I know, but the Virtual Boy has great sound chips. Were there differences? And yes, there absolutely is for Stickity Sea Cow. More so. So the version 1 is the best one. Because it also has the headphone jack, but it does have a better sound to it. I don't know the specifics, but that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me to say. Alright, let's see. Great shot. Who gets it? Oh! She already got a great shot. Let's see if Elric has one. He does as well, so I don't need that. Really? That's what they have right now? Okay. Let's see. Chrome Lance. Oh, no, I don't have anybody that uses the lances anymore. That's not necessary. Oh, Jaro does? He's already got one. He doesn't need that. Okay. Sword. Screech has already got one. Slade can use it. Jaha's already got one. It would be worse for Dookie. He's got the critical sword. Alright, so Slade's gonna have to get that. So we gotta sell the Buster Sword for him to get that. Wow, so I'm surprised that actually everybody's kind of where they need to be. Oh, that's a big one for Sarah. Okay, so we need to sell Sarah's stuff. And that's it. That's it. That is Sarah's and Slate's stuff. Huh. Surprised. Oh man. That slider. That beautiful slider. Persnickety Sea Cow. I absolutely love. I still have my Genesis. The sound on it is better than this, to be honest. But it is then on emulator. You know, it's fantastic. Oops, I need brass knuckles. Okay, that's it, I guess. Wow, our team's set up then. Trash Boy, I'm playing it on a RetroArch. So in the virtual bedroom. So it's just RetroArch is the emulation right now. Okay. It is Genesis technically. In the old virtual bedroom. The place of wonder, mysticism, magic, mayhem. Okay, let's see what we got. So what we were doing before seemed to work just fine. And now we got some more movement. Guys with some better movement. I wish Kaizen could... I might give Kaizen one of the running pimentos so that he can get into the fray a little more quickly, because he's having a tough time getting in there. we've got 2 flyers, and we've got one of our archers has a running pimento already on him. Yeah, I'm happy with the team I have right now. Magic, mayhem, snacks, multi-ball. I just hear the narrator from Medieval Madness. That's everyone's favorite. Oh man. So, if I were going on music alone, I would say Phantasy Star 4 or 3. Phantasy Star 3. For music alone, the opening title sequence in that game is fantastic, and I also think that people don't give that game the credit it deserves. It's better than people think. Although the best one is obviously Phantasy Star 4. 4 is fantastic. 2 has a great presentation, but it's so the dungeons are horribly designed, and there's a lot of grinding, and that's not fun grinding. It's not fun grinding in that regard. So that's why I would say the second one is the worst one. That's not saying a lot. I think they're all fantastic. Trash Bros only play Phantasy Star Online. Oh man, gotta try them. They're good, but they're traditional. They're traditional, you know, RPGs. Gucci Go Charo getting into a fight. That's a lot of damage. 31 points of damage is huge. So we gotta heal him up. Now we're heroes here. I'm gonna send him this way. Because what that's gonna do is attract the other enemies. So the archers and stuff like that are probably gonna go for him instead of the hero. I hope. 3 points of damage. Yeah, the Pegasus Knights are like glass cannons. It looks like they don't do a lot of, they don't tank a lot of damage, but they definitely dole out a lot more. Yeah, critical hit, 36 points. That should level up Airlord. Yeah, 14. HP 2, attack 1, defense 2, agility 1. Nice. Our little tank boy is doing pretty good overall. So we actually have a boss that we have to fight in this. We're getting now into the boss characters. In Shining Force 1, the boss characters kind of played a role very quickly in the game, like the story. Not so here. And so us being now at this point, we're now starting to fight boss characters. It took a long time. Hold on. No, we'll just do it this one. We're fine. Trash Boy, did you play any of the new Phantasy Star Online, New Genesis or whatever? I hear good things, but talk has died down to a whisper here in the States. There was more excitement for Phantasy Star Online 2 than there was for that. Surprisingly. When that hit, people were really excited, but then all of a sudden, nothing. I'm just doing a low level Catan. Xbox and GameCube. Xbox version of that was when I really appreciated the Phantasy Star Online, because young me was very much like, not my Phantasy Star, you know? It's not a traditional Japanese RPG. We actually want those guys to belch flames. They do less damage than their actual attacks. And then when I had a friend who we're out of college at this point, and he had just bought a house, and we would hang out in his basement all the time. And he was like, "Hey, you know, hang out here." He had his Xbox set up, and they were playing Phantasy Star Online split screen. And like, play, and I'm like, "Oh, my Phantasy Star!" Like, come on and play with us, and I did. And we had so much fun. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm an idiot for not enjoying myself." Yes! Good gains. 2 HP, 1 attack, 2 defense. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Oh. So we really want to focus on folks like Elric. He's level 14, and our hero. Not so much on Peter the P-Hunks. He's going to be used to draw people out. Yeah, May the Bow Knight. Big, important one. Remember being so stoked on First Phantasy Star on Master System, frothing for another RPG. All you could find afterwards was, I think, Miracle Warriors. The Master System didn't have much. The TurboGrafx 16 had more than that, you know? And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. I just want him to level up so that I can get... But we have another healer. Like, that's kind of why we have him. He is here to heal. It's another set of MP to heal folks with. To put some of the pressure off of Sarah. Ease on TurboGrafx, I think, remember being jealous. What's so crazy, and I've mentioned this a lot to a lot of folks who tell me I'm insane. I always talk about the effect that Western RPGs have had on Japanese RPGs and how they kind of helped form it and shape what we know as Japanese RPGs nowadays. And I talk about the two major camps that did so, and that's Wizardry and that's Ultima. And one of the big things that makes Ultima so interesting or so prolific, you know, it had that open world, this big overworld map. I mean, the Japanese RPG overworld maps, like Phantasy Star and Dragon Quest, you can't look at a game like Ultima and tell me they didn't get that from them. Especially with their massive fetishization of Ultima overall. They really, really, really loved Ultima in the 80s. But then you saw them take these two very different approaches to their RPGs. The first one being, you know, what we know as Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. And the other is Ultima's bump mechanics. Ys takes their bump mechanics from Ultima. Like, it's bumpy in that regard. They just did something a little different with it. Oh, Tushy, you gotta take this, buddy. Oh, good tank, Tushy. We need a heal on Tushy. Heal on Tushy in aisle 4. Heal for Tushy. Aisle 4. Then come up here and draw the ire of that Pegasus Knight. Oh, I should have used Catan. That would have been great because it would have hit 2 people with that. Yeah, draw the ire. Pegasus Knight's coming for you, Slade. Okay. Good. Jaro got the kill on the Mud Man. Got some good gains there too. The Ultima franchise is absolutely fantastic. If you decide to go into Ultima, I say start with Ultima 4 and work from there. There's not a lot of hand-holding in Ultima at all. So if you go into... Oh, they really wanted Tushy dead. I'm sorry, Tushy, buddy. So you have to come in with notes. Like, you have to take notes, take map information, really put the work in. I'm not doing Bolt. I'm just doing Bolt 1. Just plain old Bolt 1. Because those games are so complex. They're very, very complex. In a good way. Okay. Oh, the Mudman didn't go for Peter the P-Hunks. They went straight for Geralt. Interesting. I watch Rig play the Ultima series a lot. It's very hard. Having to learn Runic, etc. Ultima Underworld's fantastic as well. That's a great choice. No wrong way to eat a Reese's. That's a good game right there. I'm gonna send him out here. John's gotta take the Cerberus down. Because the Cerberus is gonna get an attack here in a minute. I hope we get there in time. Luckily we're in the boat where we got guys now. We got lots of people to take to help. Oh geez, 41 points of damage. My god. We need to hit that Cerberus and get it taken out. Ultima Underworld's a really good game too. So I need to play the Ultima series in general. I have played some of Ultima 4. I've beaten Ultima 9, and I played a ton of Ultima 7. Jared's got that heal 3 though. Jaro's staying alive. I remember this didn't used to be so Magitech. Like, oh, you mean like the tanks and stuff? Have a wonderful night, Earl. Yes! A critical hit counterattack Slade. Thank you, Earl, so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Alright, Geralt. Okay, Dow 2. Dow 2, baby. Goodbye, Bowmaster. It's nice knowing you. Oh, come on. It didn't do that much damage. Alright, never mind. Dow 2 is not that great, apparently. You're Raijin, baby. Raijin. Went after Meg. Oh! Oh, that hurt. Aunt Janice. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Kaizen's dead. Kaizen's dead. Kaizen tanked it. Kaizen tanked it. Ladies and... Oh, May is really dead. May's really dead. Oh, May! No! We lost 2 men already. We haven't even gotten to the boss. It's not looking good. The Dragon Newts, though, we're taking them down slowly but surely. Again, the damage isn't the problem for us. It's really not. The big issue that we've come across is we're not defending very well. Oh no, Jaro might die. Oh god. Okay. Okay, we're still here. Oh, one. Almost killed him. Okay, what's our health like here? Oh, we gotta heal our hero. Heroes getting healed. There's a lot of low health currently. She's running away. It's great. Great for all of us. He does it on one target. Okay. That's gonna kill the dragon nuke. That should kill, yes! Yes! Level 17, HP 2, MP 2, attack 1, defense 2. I like it. My guys are all glass cannons. They do a lot of damage. They can't take what they dish out, though. Oh, 33 points. Attack by 3. Oh my gosh. It's fantastic. Okay. Neptune's coming in to wash away the filth, detritus of the Mudman. Not very well, actually. Dragonoot, that was stolen from RuneQuest. I'm sorry, Cannoli. Okay. Don't. No! Jaro! Coochie Coochie Girl Jaro! Mud Mant. Okay, this is the last groups of dudes before we go in. My worries at this point, our guys are much weaker, you know, against this boss that we're going to be coming up against. We'll see how it goes. Because if it's going to come down to Freya and Sarah, you know, like, that's not the best. Aura! Finally got Aura! Oh, thank God. Thank God we have Aura. Okay. She's coming in. She's gonna one-hit kill this dude. Come on! He dodged it! That should have been used to heal. Gotta get the kill in. Alright. We need to heal people. We've got Aura now, though. That is a game changer. You're gonna see in just a second why it is such an important spell to have. Move you down. Hero, you're gonna stay there. You're gonna see in just a minute why this is such an important spell. It does 7 MP, and it's an area of effect healing spell. Watch this. Whoop. Full heal. Whoop. Almost a full heal. Whoop. Full heal. 25 XP now. Got a bunch more for it. Doesn't cost that much. It's a perfect spell. Oh, yes, you need that. So he needs that heal. So having that aura is so fantastic, and I'm glad he got it so quickly, because now he's one of the most useful members of our party. One of the most useful. Oh no. Okay, she's doing a spell? Iron Ball. Oh, place 3. Okay. Okay, game. Sure. We'll do that. What stinks is that we're in a situation where they can come in and heal. Which, oh, they said to do blast instead. I thought the shaman was gonna heal. I was dead set on that. Camila, she's got an iron ball, level 15. Yes. Keep those gains coming. All right. Need that big time. Doing the iron ball. I don't entirely understand that move, considering that she could probably take all of our guys down to half health in one shot. You know? Necromancer would very confused by all of this. We have to kill the shaman though right away, because the shaman will do like full heals. Geralt, Geralt, you beautiful, my friend. That's couldn't have picked better. All right, now, so look at this, 68 points of damage. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mind that he's dead. That's fine. That's fine. She's almost dead. If Sarah could land a hit right now, she would have a level with 1 XP. All right, she was at 99 apparently. All right, Neptune should do it. Good damage right there. Slay's gonna kill this necromancer. Maybe. So close. We've won, but at what a cost. What a cost. Oh no. Level 16. That's great. We gotta kill her very quickly. If she gets an attack in, we're doomed. She dodged it! Come on! Oh no, we're dead. Oh, and Peter the P-Hunks can't. Does he have an item? Does he have a healing item? Yes. Yes, a healing seed. Peter the P-Hunks comes to save the day. Dookie should be able to tank this next hit. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, go after Elric, that's fine. You can do that. Now Sarah is coming back. She's mad. You dodge her attack. 30 points of damage. That's beautiful. Dookie, I lost. Take this. Camilla reveals the Sky Orb. This is the Sky Orb. With it you can drive the Nazca ship. Listen, you have to be very careful from now on. Geshp has prism flowers. He will...
Your life is over, Camilla.
Geshp!
Ha ha ha! You act just as I planned.
Geshp! How horrible!
It's the law. Traitors die by fire. Congratulations, you have a ship now. Come to Grand's. I have to go now and prepare your welcoming party.
Le Mysterious Citadel. I did not pronounce it correctly. I really hate him. Prism flowers, what are they?
I have no idea, but it's probably a trap.
Ancient flower.
Excuse me?
Ancient countries had those flowers along their borders.
What kind of flowers are they?
I cannot explain. We will see when we arrive at Grand's.
Dookie, grab the Sky Orb. Let's go!
Peter received the Sky Orb. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because you can easily. 1 second. I don't want to miss a butt. Right? Because we could easily miss a butt. I don't want to miss a butt, but I could miss a butt. Yes, just prison flowers, wish staff. Ship. Okay, nope, we're not missing anything yet. A butt. Nazca cannon. Okay. she already got it. Okay, so equip. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, we need to resurrect them real quick before we leave. And, because I want to talk to them before we go, because I think they have something special to say. But luckily, we can go back to this town here real quick and resurrect them. You are over here. We have a lot of dead people. Trish's exhausted. I'm exhausted. The whole world's exhausting. This is nuts. So, like, I'm always torn by certain decisions. For instance, right? After I beat Shining Force 2, I plan on playing Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Hey, it's October. Hey, I'm super excited to play that game. But I have a problem. This game I didn't expect to come out came out today. One that might consume me. And there's part of me that's like, I just want to play that game right now. And then the other part is like, you should probably play diverse stuff, you'll probably bore people. And there's part of me that's like, that's all I want to play. The agents were so smart. Moving about in a vehicle is wonderful. Whole parties here. Young men nowadays are so difficult to understand. Am I getting old? Hey, are you crazy? Put me in battle. Phoenix don't need a priest. We can revive ourselves. I spoiled myself a bit and checked out a couple streams for a couple minutes of that game. Looks amazing. Trash boy! I prefer the battle area to the caravan. Dookie adventuring with you is more exciting than I expected. Enemies from the sky are mine. My arrows will get them. There are many centaurs in this force, but I think I'm the most valuable one. You are not, Eric. Ja, sure is cute, even if he is kind of short. Trash boy, don't tell me this. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. You're gonna hear a cacophony for a second. As I attempt to play this game one more time. Hold on. Let me see if this is up. If I'm able to get in. We're taking a break. I gotta know, though. I gotta know. I have to know. It's a problem. It's a problem, everyone. You don't understand. You don't understand. Interconnectivity. Abilities and skills that have reliance on other people. More because of character flaws than anything. I gotta see, I gotta know. It's a mixture of sounds at this moment, and I apologize. But the fever is inside of me. I should check their Discord and see if they're getting people in. I don't think anybody's getting in, though, to be honest. Not tonight. Maybe on Wednesday. But it can't be that long. Someone says servers are up. They said that just now. Yeah. Let's say, are they? I'm not having that instance. Someone says they're up and they're working. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Like, never mind. Hold on. Hold on. But, like, so I'm also torn in the situation of, like, I don't want to stop playing Shining Force because I'm almost done with the game. But I'm also, like... Let's wait for these servers one more time. See, a lot of people are in worse situations than me. They don't see the loading servers notification, which I see. Servers are up in a different game. Servers are up in WoW. Jupiter servers are up. I don't think it's gonna work. No, we're not even. West Coast is getting home right now. Everything's falling apart. Yeah, it ain't happening yet. Still not time. We'll check back again later. I'm not worried about it. We still got stuff to play. Those who are truly strong like me don't need weapons. I'm a centaur, but I can use a bow and arrow.
Speaking tires me. Fighting tires me. I'm tired. I'm like a shadow in the night, silent and deadly.
Sir Howell's teachings are very helpful. Strategy was his cup of tea. They all say the same thing. They don't say anything new. You should have defeated, okay. Gotcha. You can start the ship by placing the sky orb in the cockpit.
Okay, take it easy.
I can't forget that evil must be purged from the earth. Travel is my hobby. See the soup and earth from my wife. Why are they so excited? I fight for myself, not for anyone else.
Are you surprised to see how fast I grow? So am I.
I can't kill myself. Why? I'm not a vampire, am I? I can't kill myself. Why? I'm not a vampire, am I? Higgins, do you have something to say to us? I can't kill myself. Why? I'm not a vampire, am I? I can't kill myself. Why? I'm not a vampire, am I? I can't kill myself. Why? I'm not a vampire, am I? Higgins! I don't understand. I don't understand that one. That one is not. This makes no sense. It makes no sense. Item. Use. The sky orb. Understanding it's a three-edged sword. This is definitely not the sharpest one. Wow, the ship is vibrating.
What's going on?
Don't worry. But... Wow! Oh, Peter the P-Hugs. It's floating. This big ship is floating. Hoist the mainsail. We're going higher and higher.
I've never experienced anything like this in my life. 70 years of my life.
Okay, now we'll head to Grand Island.
Oh, we're flying.
The agents were greater than we thought. Oh, thank you very much.
Dookie is almost here already? Yes, sir. With an ancient aircraft, it'll be passing over the Cape soon.
Good. I'll do anything to get my powers back.
They're stronger than we thought. But I have an idea. Please let me try it.
Well,
I think it's better for us to shoot them down over the Cape.
I agree.
Thank you. Then, may I borrow Odd Eye?
He's still damaged from his battle against Volcanon. I take Red Baron instead.
Oh, thank you, sir.
They'll be passing over the Cape soon. Go!
Yes, sir.
Oh, that Gasp. He wants everything. You noticed that too? Yes, King Xeon. I'm afraid Geshp can't stop Dookie's advance. You really think so? I was just thinking of Dookie's hidden powers. We must never underestimate him. Anyway, it'll be a fantastic show. Ha ha!
Look at these guys. Finish the preparations before the Nazca ship flies over the cape. It'll be a green day when he brings those out.
How are the prism flowers?
They're ready.
Excellent. Now, come on, Grand Seal losers. The prism flowers are waiting for you. Hee hee.
There's Grand's Island. Alright.
We finally come home. I see the Nazca ship. Everybody get ready. What's that? I saw a flash of light over there.
I didn't see it. You must be seeing things because you're so old.
Someday, Peter, I'll shove a baseball bat up your ass. Your colorful ass. Now! Shoot them! Shoot them! I did see something.
Well, I didn't.
This could be bad.
Sarastro, Dookie, something is coming straight toward us.
What is it?
Oh, what was that? Lightning? An attack from the ground. I can't control the ship. We've sustained damage to the engine. We might crash.
Crash? Geshp's trapped down!
I don't want to crash. Sarastro, please help us.
Zink, can you land on the cape before the ship crashes?
I'm not sure, but I'll try.
Let's see how this goes.
Nice crash. I like it.
Ouch, hey Zink. I like your wild driving. Where's Sarastral? Oh, there he is. What? Sarastral, are you okay? Dookie, come on. Was it too wild?
Phew, we made it to Grand's Island. Dookie, Geshp's probably coming for us. Evacuate the ship. What are you doing? Get off the ship. I'll go first.
Wasn't too wild?
Ouch! Ugh. What a ride!
Oh, my twinkling stars!
Oh, my twinkling stars.
Oh, it's just everyone says the same thing. What a ride! Oh, my twinkling stars. Okay.
What a terrible waste. We've lost an ancient treasure. Anyway, we have to go to Ark Valley. Dookie, let's go.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Proceed to Grand's Island. Okay. Look at this. Monks are dedicated to studying the powers of the mind. We train very hard. Look at this guy. I'm always in control of my mind. Don't approach my back, you will die. I don't see me dying here. What's that about? Where are you from? I used to be a priest. Do you need my help? Welcome. Your desire will be fulfilled. Let's save. Yes, we'll continue our adventure. Let's see. Brave apple. Oh, May got a brave apple.
Who's a good horse lady?
So there's something here. Why would there be this upper room area if not to have something? Nope. Alright, nothing there. Interesting. Oops, I did not want to leave. Is there a way? Let's see. Right away. If you walk along the left of the building, find a group of trees. One of these on its own has a second bigger wall. For another character. Oh, right here. Here we go. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there's a way to get around. Oh. There's a way to do this. It says there's a waterfall here that you can get. And there is the next character to get in your party. There we go. Who's there? This is a sacred place. Whoops. She's too beautiful for you. Back. Wait. Is that you, Sir Astral? What? Who are you? You know me? Oh, you don't remember me? Well, sorry. I'm Sheila. I was a pupil of yours in Gallum. I was preparing to become a priest. Sheila! I can't believe it! How is that scar on your chest? Remember? You snuck up behind me and tapped my shoulder. And you kicked me in the chest and it left a scar. How could I forget? Nobody but Sheila knew about that scar. It still aches sometimes. I'm sorry I kicked you. That's okay. That's okay. How have... Hey, aren't you going to introduce us? Of course. All in good time. By the way, what are you doing here? I came to kill Red Baron. He killed my fiancée. Oh, I'm sorry. And why did you come back to Grimes? To reseal Zeon. The King of the Devils? Listen, Sheila, all the killings lately were caused by him. He'll destroy the entire world. He must be stopped. Is Red Baron his follower? Could be. Okay, I'll do it. Close your eyes. Oh, because her clothes are in the pool, too. Oh, she's naked. She was naked. So dope. Sir Astral, please, let me go with you. We welcome you, but can you fight? I made my body into a weapon. Where did you learn to do this? You're a priest. I was, but now I'm a master monk. I'm a monk, if you will. We could always use another well-trained fighter. Sheila the monk has joined the force. We've got a strong ally. Many Gelm soldiers are in the west. We must be careful. I want to know what spells she has. Monk. That's sung by Hanson. Monk. A monkey monk. If she has... She's got boost, muddle, blast, and heal. Oh, Sarah's so much better. 87 attack? Yeah, her attack's 68. We gotta put her in just to see the butt. But I don't think she's gonna stay. She doesn't have the attack that Sarah has.
You're still alive? Gasp! Unbelievable. You really are persistent.
We'll never stop. We will not die until we destroy all of you.
Dookie, kill him. We have to kill him now. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. Bye. Don't let them advance.
He escaped again.
Gasp! Sure is a tricky devil. After him now.
What do we got? Wow, it's just them in a big old chunk. That's a choice. Luckily, if she comes in, she's got boost, so we can use that real quick just to see what she's got. Come on. And Sheila get a turn, please. Boost.
Okay. Yeah.
It's... Oh. Okay. We have a problem. We have an identical butt. And a clone. I don't know how I feel about this. Clone butts. Clone butts. Not a good. Not good. Worried about it. A clone butt can be... Now we're hit with a moral conundrum in the ratings of the butts. Right? We have to ask ourselves this question. If we have seen before, we've set a precedent that a clone butt typically drops the value of a butt. But we have a clone butt of a 10 butt. So what does that mean for us? Do they no longer become 10 butts? Do they no longer become 10 butts? Will Sarah lose her status? This is a difficult moral conundrum in the butt ranking department. Something we're gonna have to reflect on for quite some time. Let's see. We're gonna have to be real careful here, because we're gonna probably have either an ambush mob. Alright, I'm losing coherence. Best of luck with the battle. A. Defeat Red Baron and rescue Snoopy. I hope so, Cannoli. Get some rest, and thank you for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy being back in your own space. Congratulations. Purple worm. Oh no, we have to wrestle with the purple worm again. You got Gryffindor! Start advancing, I think, real soon. Curious on how this is gonna go. This is one of those weird. This is a slog of a battle. Where they're all in one big chunk, far in the distance. Like, how do you prep for that fight? So I can move all the way up here. I don't want to do that though. I'm gonna keep them in the water. Here they come. Shouldn't be able to reach me there in the mountains. But he'll be able to get into the fight in just a minute. Slate's coming in. Doing 31 points of damage. That's fantastic. And then we bring in the cavalry. Oh, I didn't realize you could get a hit. That hurts. Belching the flames at the dead dragon newt. Tushy. Belching the flames in a clutch situation. You'll love to see that. Yeah, those guys are gonna start coming. I hope the purple tentacle does not come in. The purple worm. I hope it doesn't reach Slade. We don't want to lose Slade. He's pretty valuable right now. These guys are coming. Okay, good. Yeah, he can't in the sand. That should get them into a good position to be able to heal when it's time. I'm gonna get folks together because those guys are gonna start moving in. Still can't reach. Like if I go for that, it's a bad idea because then at that point they'll gang up on him and that's a dead character. We don't want that right now. Yeah. Okay, the Griffin getting after Elric. He's got a good defense. It's enough to be able to sustain a hit, which is kind of what we want to do. We just want to not die. Okay, sweet. Yes, the second attack kills the Griffin. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful, man. Oh no, he's dead. He's absolutely dead. The purple worm, so much damage, 31 points. That's okay. We can resurrect him in the next thing. It's not the end of the world. Still hurts. Still hurts. I think A-Team was the first TV show I thought to crank during opening credits. Have a video game in mind that did that for you? I mean... So... the pump up the jam music for me is a lot of everything. One in particular that does it for me. That's tough. There's so many. Hold on. I mean, like, the opening to Samba de Amigo was super beefy. The Samba de Amigo theme song is fantastic. What gets it for me? What biggles my giblets? What bibbles my giblets in music? The opening music to Panzer Dragoon Saga, super great. There's so many choices here. Toshi, no. Stay back, Toshi. Ahoy, Professor Peril! How are you today, my friend? I hope you're doing well. You can use the heat axe. Using the heat axe. You know what? I want you to use the heat axe. It's a level 2 flame. It doesn't do much damage. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's good to see you. What have you been up to? What have you been playing? After this fight, we're going to attempt to get back onto the Book of Travels and see how that goes. Mediocre. You know what? You know what? I'll take mediocre. Mediocre right now, in this day and age right now, I will take mediocre. Happily. If the worst that you're feeling right now is mediocre, then I will take it. In this current climate, welcome mediocrity. Oh yeah. She's got a brand new bow. It's the Nazca cannon. Critical hit. Drop the heat axe. 16, nice. Okay. Making some gains. Yeah, after this fight, we're gonna attempt to, get... Hold on. We're gonna attempt to get Book of Travels going again. Cerebral Arcade! Cerebral Arcade! Book of Travels. Book of Travels, Cerebral Arcade. It is good to see you. Love that positivity towards mediocrity. Exactly. Book of Travels. Cerebral Arcade, have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? I'm frothing. I'm frothing. Right now, I can't contain it. There's just frothage. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hey, Cerebral Arcade. It came out today. They call it a TMORPG. A tiny multiplayer online RPG. Okay. So when you make your character, it is an online game that is about exploring. There is combat if you want it as such. You come across other players akin to something like Journey, and you communicate with them with pictographs, similar to something like Phantasy Star Online. But here's the thing. You pick your class. There's no fighter, mage. That stuff isn't the way this game works. So for instance, there is a class that is all about socializing, right? They're all about the need to have other people around and to engage with them. And so when you do that, you pick three personality traits, 2 positive, 1 negative. But these are crazy. Okay, so this is crazy. This is something I love. I love when you have things that don't make a lot of sense on an overarching gameplay design, but they make so much sense on an intimate connection design. It's like standpoint, you connect with these things. Okay, hold on. So, for instance, with that character being a social character, one of the things that you can pick is, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something to the effect of being, it's passionate. A personality trait that is passionate. What that means, though, is that you have a love for knowledge, and experiences. But not only this, you have a love of that to be expressed with other people. And so you gain knowledge quicker when you're with another player. But one of the negative skills, is shy, where your pictographs for communicating are tiny. Because you're shy as a person, or you're lonely. And you gain knowledge a lot less quickly when you don't have another person with you. And there's the magic. There's 2 types of magic, which is tea making, and then the other one is knot tying. And they're just small little things. Like tea making's a much more grandiose thing. You're making these large-scale spells that have to require a lot of preparation, and knot tying are like little things that you can do a lot of stuff with, like teleporting a small span of distance, or turning into an animal, and those sorts of things. But traversal is incredibly important, and trying to evade combat. The world's gigantic, but combat isn't its focus. It isn't. You could be a person who focuses on it, but that's not the primary point of the game. There's no overarching story. There's no you're the chosen one. There's some great evil. There's these small intimate stories all throughout the world that you can experience and discover, and stories that tell you more about the world just by exploring it and experiencing it. But it's a far more heavier emphasis on art and expression of your character to fulfill a role in that world, far more than it is creating a character to fulfill the mechanical needs of the game, you know? And a lot of emphasis on world interaction, you know, making music and these sorts of things. Dwarven Dad, we haven't been able to play it yet. But what do I want to be the Great Evil? I mean, you can be Professor Farrell. I'm trying every hour on the hour to get into this game because the servers are so overwhelmed at this point in time. Okay, I don't need to do much for this. This should kill it. And so it's fascinating on what they're trying to do to engage with players in regard of making a very large world where the things that you can do are incredibly varied, and how all of those things have weight and purpose, and they feed into the design of the game, but one doesn't trump another, if that makes any sense. Did I chance miss you playing that DOS game I'd recommended? I did not play Transylvania yet. I just heard that Transylvania got support on Scum, which is really cool. But Professor Peril, things may have taken a major turn for the worse in terms of what my schedule is for this stream. It may be completely hijacked by this game in particular, because there's just something incredibly intoxicating by this idea. This is just my jam. It's my thing. I can't tell you how much this excites me. because it's insane. It's insane that a game like that can exist, and how I want to know if it succeeds in what it promises to do. I want to know how effective it is. I don't know how effective it's going to be. And so there lies the real problem. Is it going to be very effective, or is it not going to be? You know? It's interesting to see how other people interpret this stuff as well, because the game is already getting review bombed because of the server issues that it is experiencing, which I think is insanely harmful for a small studio trying to do something different. But then I also know that there are people who are very much expecting. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. It's also fascinating. Gosh, what is this guy doing? Oh, muddle? Okay. We're waving our hands. We're muddled. But also, there are people that are expecting this to be an MMORPG. And they're very much like, no. I waved my hand dismissively, not entirely understanding what muddle is, apparently. Apparently I dismissed what muddle does. Literally no indie developer expects to be so popular the servers need to be robust. But yeah, especially... Oh god, why? No! Thank you for dodging me! But that stuff is so harmful. You know, that is so harmful. Over what? The expectation that they had planned for the idea that there's going to be more people. They expanded their servers to accommodate. And of course, it's not just servers. It is your netcode, and it is your ability to handle that weight in your coding as well. And them having to address that stuff and fix it. It's not just just get more servers. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. But people are so mean about it, but they don't understand entirely what this game is. They really do think it's going to be an MMO, and it's not built to be one. It's built to be like if Journey had a much larger scale world and was an open world exploration game. That it was one that allows people to explore and have the trappings and mechanics of what a typical MMO has, but a major emphasis on those sorts of things comparatively. Let's heal. So I'm extremely fascinated to see how this is going to be, because there's been some instances where there's been some MMOs that I've had a chance to experience that have promised very different experiences, and in reality, they just made... Wow, she's gonna kill him. I guess they're gonna have to fight each other. They end up being a copy and paste of a genre that we already know. So, say for instance, a farming sim game that's an MMO, and in reality, the game plays just like, Harvest Moon, but there's other people walking around. It doesn't achieve this promise that it's something different, or a different interpretation of the genre. It's the same genre exactly in how it plays. There's now just other people running around. Okay. But I hope you're doing well. How are you, Cerebral Arcade? How are you? How are you recovering after all of the crazy work of getting your doctorate? How are you doing with, just hopefully you are getting an opportunity to hang out with loved ones and enjoy your time. Because I know it can be incredibly stressful. I hope you're doing okay. It's been a long time. Yeah, after this fight, we're going to attempt to get back on again. We're going to spend some time. Oh! Jaha's still muddled. Still recovering. Which is okay. I've been in a... I have a good friend who's finishing up his master's and going into his doctorate. And even that is taking a major toll on him emotionally. It's like, I feel all of this. I feel all of this right now. That's good. And what stinks is we live in a world where they're like, can you hurry up? That the rest of the world tries to impose this idea that you need to speed up your recovery. It's like, come on, that's not... What men appearing now? What is this game we're playing? Capitalism. Oh. Yeah. You gotta be productive 24/7. What are you doing? I hate it. 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 That your worth is defined by, how much you can do. How much money you can make, how much you can, feed into the economy. It's nonsense. I want to get through this fight so that I can go log on and see if I can play this game. I want to play this game more. Oh, Freya got destroyed. And also, this game is great because you don't select your, you don't generate, you don't make your name, you don't type in your name. You have to pick from generated ones that appear in this game, which I also greatly appreciate, because nothing is better than being immersed into a world to only have Poop and Wiener 5000 appear and walk by you. Like, it's not engaging, it's not immersive at that point. I enjoy having a level of choice taken away from me in a game, if that means that it makes the experience feel more distinct. If that makes any sense. My brain is not. My brain is tired. Last 3. I'm surprised. At least 4? No! I enjoy this idea of minor restrictions in things. No worries. It's good to see you too. Thank you so much for just even lurking. Enjoy your dinner. Yes. Shaman's almost dead. Come on, Tush, you gotta tank this, buddy. Yes! That was a critical hit, too. Oh, come on! Come on, come on, somebody get in there. Tushy's down. Stop this. Cease this madness. Alright, let's see what we got. Take it, Daryl. Oh, I'm so close, I can't do the magic. I guess I could do it on this guy. Yes! Oh, there's a lot of damage on Mudman. This is what I like to see. There we go. 16. Jarl's doing pretty good. I'm glad I have him as my party member for this particular instance, because all the other centaurs, knights and stuff like this were not doing what they needed to do. It was not fulfilling. Come on! Okay. Yeah, Kaizen's down from that. That's fine. We just need to get this dude dead. This Blue Knight guy. Peter's down too. Dude, he did 43 points of damage. That's insane. She might kill with this. Can she hit second attack? Thank you. Like, what's been happening with her? Gilk is the kill. Perfect. 16. Twos across the board. I like it. The game is getting tougher. So much tougher. Let's see. So we did that fight. Going to town. You know where that town is? That would be nice. There we go. Gallum soldiers, run! Oh, wait, we're not Gallum soldiers. No? That's my mistake. Oh, it's obvious. I can see it in your eyes. Heal. And then we're gonna try to log in again in this game and see if we can get in. If so, we may push it till 1 o'clock. If I can get into this game, I'm gonna be playing for a little bit. We'll see though. I don't think it's gonna happen. Depends on how much fun I'm having too. Could end up being not fun. Who knows? Quick try here. Let's Let's take a look. Gonna hear a mishmash of sounds. Okay, it's loading servers. US preferably. Yeah, it's still having a difficult time loading, but they're loading a little quicker. Oh! The server loaded up, like, it found the server quickly, but I can't get in there. Let's see if there's any other options. No, just that one. What? No server selected. Okay. Okay, game. Let's find another one. We found a server for a second. Millimac Weavery. Not Europe. US, please. Whoa, whole bunch. Sapphire Bridge. Ah. They're popping up now more frequently. I gotta see 4 servers for the US one, so that's like a big deal. We got in! We got in! Ho! 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 We're in! We're in! May I record your adventure? Can we continue your adventure? No! Okay, hold on. Hold on, we're in. We're in. We're in, boys! And girls. Hold on. That means I gotta put Twitch chat up on my phone because I can't see anything. Shush, game. Okay. Change the title. 1 second. Holy smokes. Book of Travels? Is that the game I'm playing right now? Is that what I'm playing? No. Book of... That's not... I'm looking at the wrong thing there. Category. Book of Travels. Yeah. Done. Alright. Boom. Done with that nonsense. Game capture. Show me. Tell me if it pops up. Oh no! It disconnected me. I was in. I was in. I was in. No. You're now seeing my stuff. That's okay. Sapphire Bridge. We made it in the Sapphire Bridge. We're dedicating time to do this more. So you're gonna watch this now. I don't care. You got my email. That's fine. It's not like it's an odd email. Sell it to the highest bidder. That's fine. I had it. I wasted too much time. I wasted too much time and it booted me out. Let's go to Kuroa Fields. Let's set that one in. There are so many that popped up, like all the servers and stuff. Ugh. Come on, game. I just want to play. Oh! What? You're already logged in, it said. It booted me out and said you're already logged in. We gotta exit the game and come back. It went through. It went through. We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. We gotta go, 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 go. Exit. Yeah, I know. It stopped working because I hit enter a million times. Close the window. That's great. Close the program. Yep. It's not responding. I don't care that it's not responding. Let's just keep going. Okay. Come on, game. Come on, game. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, just work. Okay. Oops. Wow. Okay, the servers are popping up or quicker. Like the region thing, because when I would do this before, the region wouldn't show up for a long time. And so it's loading the servers. Come on. Please. We're just going to do this for the rest of the night, for the next hour and a half. It's me attempting to get on this game. I must. It is a fervor within me. It is. Soot cliff. Come on, you can do this. Get in. Please. Reach deep into the ether, grab the connection by the hair, and pull it out of your computer exactly. Oh, yeah, the server's gone. So I have to refresh the network info. Set it to US. Smoke Orchard popped up real quick. Yes! Create! Okay. Okay. Hold on. Our form. We need to pick our form. How do I change the form? A form is a basic wanderer archetype used as a starting template to create a new character. Your chosen form determines a range of options and preset characteristics for your wanderer. It can also inspire you to roleplay in a certain way. There are several startup forms to choose from, as well as more unique ones that you may discover and unlock on your travels across Braided Shore. Many different types of people and beings inhabit Braided Shore, Askin folk being the most common. Your origin describes what type of people you're related to. Each type of being has its own strengths and weaknesses. Wind affinity. Every person has a connection to one of the 4 great winds. Affinity makes the cost of skills of that wind less, meaning you need fewer skill points to learn it. Askin folk, descended from the peoples that inhabited the islands of Braided Shore since before recorded annals. Your kind is by far the most numerous, naturally adaptive, and resourceful. Askin folk have no natural physical weaknesses or fortitude, but their inherent spirituality makes them able to master the language of magic. Alright. I see. So this is... Okay, so we can move these. The Enfolder. Askin folk Southern. Okay, so talents are mechanical and physical. The Rechant. The Askin North folk. Mechanical and social. Physical and spiritual. Spiritual and physical. Social, the Gleaner. The Good Word, the Dimmed, the Veiled. The Murther was me. Social and spiritual. This was the one I was picking. Yeah, this is the one for me. Origin Wind. I don't know anything else, but yeah, this is it, the Murther. This is it. Okay, a background. Whether or not it is a past you cherish or despise, your background affects you, who you are, and will influence your future. Your wanderer's age and gender does not affect the gameplay, and is included solely for any roleplay purposes you choose to pursue when enacting your character. And you get to enter this in, by the way. Male. We're gonna just put ourselves at 30 years old. We're middle age. Upbringing. Rural. So, growing up in the farmlands, you learned at an early age how to work the fields, care for livestock, and read the shifting of the seasons. Grew up in a small settlement, learning to tend your parents' vegetable garden and heed the individual peculiarities of neighboring villages. You grew up in a large city, learning the business relationships between trade, craft, supply, and demand, and the many faceted rules of the city streets and alleys. Crafter upbringing. Your youth was spent in apprenticeship, learning the trade of your parents. A good understanding of the nature of stone, wood, and metal. Your child spirit was open to the mysteries. You spent your youth learning to control your mystical gifts. Unknown. You have little recollection of your past, nor how you lost your memory. Unburdened by any dark memories, still you imagine you know something. What it is to be an uprooted tree. Illegal. Raised as a cub amongst bandits, learning the tricks and skills necessary to live outside of general society. A naval upbringing. Okay, a child of a seaborne family. You spent most of your youth on ocean-going vessels, learning the language of the waves and the weather. Mountain. You grew up in a mountainous terrain, tending goats, climbing rocks, exploring caves, and listening to the silent beat of the mountain's heart. Highborn. Poor. Going to sleep cold and hungry was the norm rather than the exception. Still, you survived many perished. I might be mountainous. That's going to be my person. Listening to the silent beat of the mountain's heart. I'll enter a background story later. I have no idea what my character's going to be like yet. Okay, so besides being a crucial cornerstone for your role-playing experience, your wanderer's personality traits will affect a great variety of situations. Positive traits will grant you benefits in certain aspects of your travels and can often, with clever use, be used to your advantage. Your negative traits, on the other hand, may at times disadvantage or hinder your pursuits. Imaginative means your soul breathes creativity and inventiveness. You get a notion when a Sephra is near. Being practical, you know how to prioritize and disregard useless and unimportant details for the sake of reaching more important goals. You travel faster on roads than other folks. Being romantic, you value the twosome ideal greatly and strive to come as close as possible to fulfilling it. You gain more knowledge at parties of two. Passionate, you can do it attitude towards your companions removes many obstacles in your way. You and your party run faster. Passionate's definitely that one. And imaginative. I'll get a notion when Sephiroth's near. I don't know what that means, but sure. And then what's lonely? You have a deep need for connection with others. You will trigger sad emotes at random when there are no other folks around to connect with. I like this. Yes. Okay. Yes, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Okay, skills. There are many skills for the newly awakened wanderer to find, learn, and master. Skills are divided into 5 categories: actions, abilities, team-making, knots, and passives. Skills can be found, traded for, or taught to you by a character and creatures you meet on your travels. You gain the possibility to increase the amount of skills you can have active as you gather experience and level up. For being able to use a skill, you must first learn it, then activate it from your skill book. Right-click on any skill to learn how the skill works. Wow, this is deep. Knots. The tying of magical knots is the most common magical practice in braided shore. The gestures of tying and the final shape of the knot, together with the reagents tied into it, what gives a magic knot its power. Many kinds of magical knots. Their effects are commonly released instantly upon untying them. Knots are also what braided shore folk use for writing. It is believed that the knot symbols closely relate to ancient words of making. If I can write in a book and drop it down for someone else to pick it up at some point in time, it's going to make me lose my shit. Sorry. Teas. Serving tea is a common practice all over braided shore. It is also a craft connected to the mystical arts and magical tea recipes that can be acquired throughout the land. Drinking magical or masterfully prepared teas may imbue the drinker with a variety of long-term effects. Skills that require cunning, guile, or survival instincts are your abilities. These are not magical, but may very well mean the difference between life and death on your journey. Passives are abilities that are always active. Normal actions are normal skills that your character can perform, like resting or attacking. These skills automatically come equipped with your character, so don't have to pick them here. Your talents grant you the ability to attempt to overcome challenging endeavors on your journey. Sociality, the measure of your social intelligence, your ability to garner feelings and fellowship from others, gain their trust, or to manipulate them. Ooh. Physicality, the measure of your physical prowess, as well as your ability to intimidate or inspire by sheer might. Spirituality. This is the measure of your attunement to the spirit world and the strength of your perception. Okay, so I can pick. So my starting skill can be align, conceal identity, and glinted lamp. What does this do? Can I see? Oh, right click it. Aligns the worlds, showing the spirits of the dead for all to see. Your identity will be hidden, appearing as unknown traveler to others. I don't want to be that. Conjures a mystical lamp post that shines over a place for some time. We're picking that one. Align. Whispering Orchid and Mirror Ash Leaf. Okay. Sociality. Okay, so how many of these do I have? Oh, I see. I can only put one in right now. Sociality's that then.
Hey.
My voice. Let's hear my voice here.
Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Or voice D. Eye color. Oh! So the eye colors have a meaning as well. No matter how much energy you put into your own appearance, how you look and how you present yourself plays a big part in how others perceive you. So having Cinnabar, you are committed to living a passionate, vivid life. You strive to live a passionate, vivid life. Totally committed to living a passionate and vivid life. We're going deep Cinnabar, man. And that's just that. You start your journey with a handful of items in your pack. On your travel, you can strive to get new and better equipment by exploring, trading, and overcoming challenges and enemies. There's no coinage or specific currency to use in Braided Shore, so mastering the art of trading will be key to your rightful material wealth. Right-click on an item to see the approximate value and other details. You cannot carry an infinite amount in your pack. Renting luggage space at a Trainmaster stash available on most train stations is a good way to store things you want to keep but don't have immediate use for. Deadliest weapon is force. Ward is armor and protection. Speed is influenced by your burden. It affects your stamina and ability to tie knots quickly. Okay. Burden is the antithesis of speed. It makes you slower, increases time to tie knots, and slows down your initiative. Burden is connected to your encumbrance. Alright, so let's see. Oh, so what is this? Folded paper armlet. Decorative, protective, or symbolic armbands. Common accessory in clothing and armor. But I got a lot of food. Damp cloth. A strange fabric seems to attract moisture. What is that for? Let's roll again. Wrappings made of cloth samples. Okay. Flat wheat bread. Stale masherin cake. Stained paper envelope. Item card pour. Let's store this one real quick. Oh, this is, hold on. Salt stained backpack. We might use this. This might be the one. It adds burden to me. I've got a discarded chin band. And beggar's foot wrappings. A bottle of soil. Bowl of wholesome soup. And savory buns with sweet herbs. Let's store that one. Ooh. Old knapsack. And a leaky alkin lantern stick. Dented pearl. Simple cakes. Let's roll again. I want to know what everything is. Old hemp roll. Okay. Spurs. Strapped to footwear. Patched apple sack. Little meal sweetbread, stale mushroom cake. Let's do this. Let's just stick with this and just see how this goes. Alright. So what do we got? Our name. So we have to roll our name. We can't set our name. So Shusa, Senden, Hirani, Unyat, Varian, Kamsar, Smurat, Beas, Bane, Fiat, Gesu. Hammy. Gotta find one that just calls. Host. Shat. His name's Shat. Shatasarin. No. Shatadukim. Shatrahem. Shatrahem. That sounds good. How did your journey begin? I was traveling on land. If you want to play with a friend on the same server, select the same option above. Oh, I see. Okay. Which region did you start your travels? We're going to start west. I don't know what any of this means. From Dookie and Shiny Force to Shat of the Book of Travels, huh? Exactly, Lip. There he is, Shat Rahem, starting the travel at the end of the world. It's begun! It's begun. It's begun. Are you excited? Are you as excited as I am? The caravan rattles past mountain.
The caravan rattles past mountain, swamp, and sea. This journey has taken you through many lands. Already, you've seen more of this world than your homebound elders, whose hearth and dreams were all they knew.
Okay.
Lulled by the monotony of the journey, your eyes are drawn to a spot on a hillside.
It's okay, Lip. I love you.
A brambly side road, not much different from 100 others, has taken hold of your heart. Grabbing your pack, you slide from your perch and land with a
Lip, I don't think anyone.
on solid ground. The caravan clatters ahead without you as you take your first steps into a world that just moments ago
I'm dumb
was
excited
nothing
though.
but
Like,
scenery.
I look stupid. I don't care. I'm excited.
Sleeping in a field, you're woken by the call of unfamiliar voices. From a bed of grass, you wake to see the faces of new friends. A flock of curious and very sociable sheep.
It begins. Our journey begins, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's some kids. Hello, dandelion. So you grow out of the grass then, just like the flowers. Wait until I tell the others that I saw the birth of a Kelim today. Cordial shepherd. Basics. Walk by left clicking, run by right clicking. Press space to come to a full stop. Take note that the faster you move, the faster you consume your white stamina bar. Top left corner. When you stop to rest, your stamina will begin to recover automatically. Clicking the middle button will make you exclaim a voice call, suitable as a vocal greeting as well. Call attention to other travelers. To spot interactable objects and loot in your surrounding, you hover over them with your mouse pointer. If it lights up, left click it. Perfect. The faster you move, harder it is for you to spot interactables. Left clicking on interactable items in the world will trigger loot pickups. Yep, okay. Yes. Clicking on your own action icons at the bottom right of your HUD makes you do them. So battle stance, toggle hood. I get to wear my hood, put my hood up, and rest. Also align. Sit down, speed up your stamina regeneration, unlock certain skills only available when resting, like brewing tea, for instance. Okay, let's talk to the shepherd. Good morning and welcome to a brand new day, traveler. My wards appear very comfortable around you. Me and my son have decided to follow their example. Your way must have been long and hard for you to fall asleep in the middle of a field, not even seeking shelter under a tree. If you'd permit me to give you some advice, I would suggest you go south from here, where you'll find the Elden Road. If you follow it east, you'll come to the city of Crossings. The keeper of the tea house under the tree is a kindly soul. Seeing someone as wayworn as you on their doorstep, they'll offer you a free meal and a good place to rest and eat. Wind's blessing upon you. This is crazy, right? This is crazy. This is cryptic and unusual. Oh, something else is right click. I'm taking it slow right now, folks. I want to know. Oh, okay, character page. Take note that other travelers may have skills enabling them to read your biography details. It describes your background, your outward appearance, and the experiences that shape who you are. Whoops. Oh no! I got booted! I got booted. Get me back in there, coach. I'm ready. Log in. Hello? God? It's me, Margaret. There we go. Come on. We were just in the game. We just made our character. No. It's thinking. We broke it. We were so close. Understand. Oh, hold on. This one doesn't have anybody in it. The bathing horse. We might have to recreate our character, I'm guessing, then, and see what happens. 3 of 7. Right? Does that mean that there's not that many people in that one? Oh, come on. Come on. Get me in, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, you all get to see my email. Okay. I'm gonna log out and then right back in. See if this fixes it. We were right there. We were right there. Oh, I could taste it. We were on the edge of glory. I'll take any server that it gives me. US, please. The bathing horse. Come on, get me in, coach. Come on. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Yes, come on, little one. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Can I see the other ones? Pale Coast? It says 007. What does that mean? Is it too far away? Is it nobody in there? Come on, game. Come on, you can do this, buddy. Dale of Three Furnaces? Hey, Dale? Dale? Dale, you want to hook me up, my friend? Come on. Come on, Dale. I hear you got 3 furnaces. Can I borrow one? I mean, you've got 3. Who needs 3? Dale, please. Dale, please. I'm asking as a friend and comrade. Please, Dale, don't do this to me. I've seen so much. Been through so much. All the servers are gone. Ugh. Does it mean that there can only be 7 users? No, that is not what it means, Monogaki. No. I'm guessing that that's probably a measurement of how many or how full the servers are, but it's not like 7 players. Supposedly, so how the game plays, if you don't know, it's a tiny online RPG. So like it's not an MMO in that regard. It's something akin to more to like what Journey is, but with a map scale that is much bigger, like an MMO in size, but not in characters and players. So you come across them somewhat naturally. No server selected right now. We gotta. How's it going, by the way? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're attempting to get into this. It is a journey. Oh, thank you for the follow. Now it's my turn, stranger. We're attempting to get in. I might have to open it up again because it looks like it's not searching for the servers anymore. Just give it a second. Beautiful music. But yeah, welcome. Oh no, you're dead. I play a little bit of everything. New, old, you name it, I play it. Been playing games for 35 years. I'm an old man now, as you can tell by my haggard appearance and non-existent hair. But I'm a lover of online games. I'm a lover of everything. I'm very intrigued by this game in particular. I'm very curious to see how this actually plays out. And if it does what I'm hoping it does, it's going to be a monumental game for me personally. I have this idea of games in general and MMOs. I've been playing MMOs now for a very, very long time. Since 1997, my first MMO was Underlight, which came out just a little bit before EverQuest did. And I've played games like Ultima Online and text-based games like VR1 Crossroads, Gemstone, Hercules, these sorts of things as well. Meridian 59, the weird stuff like Castle Infinity, which nobody's ever heard of. A major lover of research of understanding MMORPGs in general, and this one very much intrigues me because it hopefully embodies a lot of the concepts that I think are very important to have in an MMO, which I don't think that many do. Well, we'll see. Never heard of any of those, exactly. Alright, Sahir. Can we get into Sahir? The camera zoom in does not mean we're logging in. The camera zoom in means that it found a server. Doesn't mean anything else. They've also set it up, it looks like, for a timeout on logging in so that it doesn't overload the servers. New Foundry? Let's try New Foundry. Maybe not. Oh. I could spam New Foundry. Let's spam New Foundry. Nope. Let's see if we can get in. We spammed it before and we're able to get in. Come on. Come on, game. A lot of people have heard of those games. It's okay. Underlight was a first-person MMO. You only had one character that you could play. It had a real-time combat system. It came out before EverQuest and Ultima Online. It came out a little bit after Meridian 59, if you ever heard of that one. And it had a real-time combat system, mandatory RP. Character permadeath was a thing that could happen. And the guilds were pre-established guild houses, and so it was really more about the political warfare of things. There were no NPCs except for enemies that you could fight, enemy NPCs that you could fight in. And you leveled up and learned new skills and things from player-run teachers. So they would give you custom-tailored quests to teach you and level up on all the skills and spells and things that you would learn. And it was really fantastic. It's really good. It's still out there today. You can play it on Steam. It's really good. If you're into role-playing. It's role-playing mandatory still to this day. Come on, New Foundry. These poor servers. Everybody's like, jump in! Get him! Yeah, oh, no. Yeah, I can't see more. Oh, nope. There's another. Okay, so we lost it. Let's see. Castle Infinity is a weird one. It's a third-person MMO platformer. It's a puzzle platformer that came out in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. It was it had FMV features to it, and it was geared more towards kids. And it was about having saving dinosaurs who can now talk, who are trapped in an alternate dimension inside this castle. And they teach you Esperanto, which is this, excuse me, a made-up language. Oh, nothing. Let's close up and go back in. It's a really interesting game. But I have this idea, so my thoughts on MMOs in general, and I always talk about this to people who have been in my chat normally, that I'm a big fan of the original EverQuest. It's like vanilla EverQuest, not the modern version of it, the modern iteration of it. Sorry, my game's crashing on me. And what made it so great is its use of a parser, but also the way that it engages players and tells a story. And so it does so through NPC interactivity. You use this text parser to ask questions, right? And to, engage in keywords that you saw. But a lot of it was very open-ended for players, and there are different ways to solve puzzles. And what was really interesting was that there was a lot of interconnectivity between other quests and things like this that you had to really work to find them. Okay, so you couldn't just go and be like an exclamation point over people's heads. You had to really explore the world, and you would find so many secrets, and these secrets and stuff would tell environmental stories about the world itself and the way that groups of people would interact with each other. And that sort of thing I thought was incredibly important for a lot of games, and I think a lot of people missed out on what that was one of the main reasons why EverQuest was a very special game. It wasn't about its combat mechanics. It wasn't about the loot that you would get or the raids that you would go on. It was far more about the elements that created a more engaging and enthralling experience. So something that engaged you in the world. So when something like WoW came in, what it did was it iterated on combat. It iterated on the ease of use of skills and the more snappy nature of its combat. That's the sort of stuff that people glumped onto for that. And they said, oh, it killed EverQuest. In reality, it brought in a much more broader audience, and it used its franchise, its label to really promote it as well and get people engaged in it. But in reality, it does a very different thing than what EverQuest did to engage players. This major emphasis of playing it in first-person perspective, and these little minor inconveniences that helped make your world feel a little more awesome. Darkness taking effect. Let's refresh. It's crashing again big time. So darkness being an issue. So like in the original EverQuest, if you weren't a cave-dwelling race or have magic that could help you see in the dark, you were blind at night, like legitimately. And so you'd spend your time in towns, talking to people, trading people, finding groups, that sort of thing. And that became a major element of how design can feed through into different social interactions. And I hope we see sort of that sort of stuff here too. Looks like they have a lot of different stuff.
Thank you!
Oh, thank you for the follow. Ooh. Hold on. Whoa. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you very much for the follow. So doing stuff that helps feed into the social nature of games. You know, if you want to make travel in a game like EverQuest was incredibly difficult, harrowing, dangerous, terrifying. We're gonna reload and see if we can have this pop up. It's dangerous and it's terrifying and it's punishing. If you fail, you get sent back to where you were bound to, and you had to walk, typically without all your gear because you have to go reclaim it, to the site of where you died. And so you have to rely on other players to make travel easier. You know, druids can travel you between druid rings all throughout the world. Wizards can take you to a lot of the different city locations and things like this. And so that was another way to make mechanics be a minor inconvenience, to require people to have to rely on others in order to traverse the world more easily. It's really interesting. But what's more important is you let the world do the talking. There's something about a passive engagement. That's something that we don't see a lot in a lot of MMOs nowadays. Passive engagement is a player just simply sitting in the world. Just no worries. Just resonated a lot on how inconvenience in MMO built that social connection. Absolutely. Now you can go too far. It is a delicate balance. I want to stress it's not, it's not an easy thing where you can just go. You have intense hunger mechanics. You have to then there's the situation where a player becomes incredibly inconvenienced, but then they start to have to fixate on meeting those inconveniences in order to progress. They're having to battle with those inconveniences. For instance, in EverQuest, again as an example, you have hunger and you have thirst, but what happens is that those are only for health and mana regeneration, or stamina regeneration if you don't have mana. And so you would eat very slowly. It'd take a long time for you to do that. Food is fairly cheap, but you can get more expensive food to boost that stuff up much more quickly and be more filling for you. And it makes those passive boosting of those stats better. But when you run out, you're not going to die or get hurt more. It's just that stuff's not regenerating passively anymore, and so you have to sit and rest to regenerate or go get more food. And it also very much tells you when you're running low and when you're running out. And that stuff isn't something we have to constantly fight, but it's a little thing in the back of your mind that you have to be aware of when you engage. And that stuff helps. It helps. It's actually a engaging element that engrosses a player into the world. And the stupid little things like being able to get drunk, those little details about your character. And I think that's super important. Well, I'm glad that resonated very much so. It's a pleasure. I love game design in general, but I have a deep-seated passion for MMOs in general, or online games. It doesn't have to be a massively multiplayer. Anytime when you're engaging with other people socially and working together to explore a game. Even like on Fridays, I stream text-based adventure games. I do it with my friend Nick, and because he had to stay with me for some time, and he was interested in playing the original Zork. I had little experience with text adventure games. It's something I've always enjoyed and had a great curiosity for, but I never got super deep into them. And he wanted to play the original Zork. I tried to play that game. It wasn't very enjoyable, but I wanted to see how it'd be if we played it together. and it ended up being a transformative experience. We ended up having so much fun and beating the game fairly quickly on our own. I would map out manually. He would be typing everything in the game. And so we kind of, we doled out the roles responsibly and evenly. And it became a completely different game experience. I think that that's super important in games in general. You don't have to play a game alone. Even if somebody is having a passive experience in your gameplay, they can still glean something from it, and it also can elevate your own experience. So why not have fun? You know? We always like to say that, like, you know, MMOs are toxic and all these things. They don't have to be. Thank you, big old Bobcat. Thank you for the follow. They don't have to be, right? They don't have to be toxic. You have the power to engage with the good and also push away the bad, not just ignore the bad. You have the ability to push away the bad in these sorts of environments, and you can help make that place better. A lot of people were more like, "Oh, you just ignore it." You know, don't do that. Don't just ignore it. You can engage with it in a way that doesn't have to directly engage with those people to alter your environment. And but with MMOs in particular, like, talk to people. When I played Vanilla EverQuest through Project 1999 server, it's a fan server that does just the first 2 major expansions to the game and nothing more. So it keeps the original essence of the game before these other compounding expansions dilute the game experience, change the gameplay loop, and how alters the importance of its original design to try to cater to other markets. And it's amazing what you can do just by talking and just like jibber jabbering. So, for instance, there's a spell that druids can do that can turn them into trees. It increases their defense as well as their health regeneration, their passive health regeneration. But they turn into a tree that's from the environment, from the zone that you're in. And my friend Nick, he played a druid, and I was a rogue character. And so he would turn into a tree and start spinning, and I would be shouting and being just a carnival barker. Like, this is a fortune-telling tree. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. For only 5 platinum, you too can get your fortune told by the amazing, wonderful Tessica tree. And, like, the tree would shout, you know, like, I am all seen, and waves my branches frantically. And people would just start lining up, paying us money just to have that different experience, right? But all it took was a player wanting to engage socially and having the tools to be able to do so in fun and different ways than expected. The game wasn't built for that to happen, but invariably it made an amazing experience. Call me crazy. We're trying to get into this game. I appreciate all your patience. There's a lot of folks coming into the stream. Welcome. It is so nice to have you all here. I am Bogus Meat Factory. I play games for fun 4 days a week. Online games. On Saturdays, we're playing an old online RPG that was from 1991, made by Sierra, called Shadow of Acerbius. It's a dungeon crawling game. It's wild for their Imagination Network. And it was their old online gaming service in 1991. And it's really fun. We've been playing that. I was playing Shining Force 2 until I realized this game came out today. And I was like, I've got to stop everything I'm doing. I have to play this. And so it's interesting when we've seen modern game design, right? We're talking MMO design, but we're talking overall right now at this moment. Modern game design. There's nothing wrong with modern game design at all. There's a lot of people that'll tell you, oh, older is better. One of the major differences between modern game design and old game design is that it's far more refined. So a lot of more AAA games in particular, right? And these big companies that are making much bigger games, more expensive games, they've refined the design elements to a point. Big Ol' Bobcat says, Sierra's one of my favorite companies from back in the day. Huge King Quest 6. Look, I love Sierra adventure games. My very first computer game was Space Quest 2 back in 1986-ish. I had an Apple II GS. Small tangent. I apologize. For those who know me, know that these tangents happen often. For those that don't, get ready. Space Quest 2 was my first Sierra game. It was my first computer game on an Apple II GS back in around 1986. And that taught me to type and read, and I love that stuff. I ate it up. So I'm a giant Sierra fan. King's Quest 6 may be one of the best Sierra adventure games, although I would say the King's Quest franchise, not very good. King's Quest 6, though, stands out as one of the best. One of the best that Sierra made. Up there with Gabriel Knight 1 and 2. The Quest for Glory series in general is so fantastic. I went and streamed 1 through 5 of the Quest for Glories last year. I had beaten 1 through 4 a million times, but I was never able to carry a character all the way through the series. And I didn't want to beat 5 because I was scared it wasn't going to be a good finale, because the game is flawed. But it ended up being not as bad as I thought. Ends up being one of my more enjoyable Quest for Glory games, and had a great ending that I very much appreciated. So yeah, I love it. It's all there. 6 is the only one I can shout out. Yes, I'm with you. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, also very good. That one is LucasArts, but that's okay. Those are the two behemoths in the... I still can't get anything on this. My goodness. We've fallen back. The West Coast has hit. But that's all right. Those are the two major heavy hitters. What's crazy about LucasArts, tying this back into MMOs again, LucasArts later on went from, because the way that Fate of Atlantis, Maniac Mansion, Secret of Monkey Island, those games had essentially what is a glorified text parser, right? It's just that you picked from the keywords. Nothing wrong with that. And they later moved on to a verb coin. What that means is you would click on the objects that were points of interest, and then you hold down the left mouse button, and it would open up a wheel of different actions that you could select from. What's crazy, to bring this back into MMOs, is that LucasArts, before it was called LucasArts, was Lucasfilm Games in the 1980s. In 1986, 86-87-ish, they had a game on the Commodore 64 called Habitat. Really the first graphical MMO. And it used a verb coin in your interactions with the world to pick up, look at, these sorts of things. And they didn't do that again until the mid-90s, which is wild. It's wild. Habitat was really interesting. Habitat was a social MMO. There was no RPG elements to it, but it had custom player housing, custom character creation, and board games, chess and checkers. It had a societally run economy. So you would do jobs for other players to earn money. There'd be player-made quests for scavenger hunts and these sorts of things. You could dig and hide objects. There was a gun where you could shoot people. They would just respawn at the plaza area, and so there was some wild stuff that game did. That's a major precursor, because it was a graphical MMO in 1986, which is wild to think that sort of thing even existed. And it's fun. It's crazy to think. And they used a verb coin for its interactions, something that the adventure game franchise in general, the whole genre, didn't use for another decade, which is just weird. But anyways, sorry. For those who are joining, who have followed Big Ol' Bobcat, what sort of games do you like? Minnie, what sort of stuff are you into? I'd love to hear. Wadagachi, if you're still here, what sort of games do you guys play? I love to hear perspective. For me, look, I'm sounding so professional and so knowledgeable of video games. No. For me, what's most important is perspective about games. I love hearing what other people love. I'm not a person who's like, I know more than you. You are inherently wrong because I've done more research. No. We don't do that here. Instead, what we do is we prop other people up. Listen to their interests. Because guess what's so important about games in general? It's not about objectivity. It's not about the objective truth of what is a good game and what is not. What is most important is understanding a person's perspective. What about something do they like? What do they attach to? And why do they attach to it? What makes them connect with games in a wild way? We're trying to get into this. I apologize, folks, for that, but I think it's more important than ever to listen to people in general. Listen to the reasons to why they think something's good. I can assure you that none of it, at no point, is it the efforts of blatant fanboyism. There are reasons why a person loves a game in general. And the whole fanboy thing crops up mostly because people dilute other people's opinions, to justify their own prejudices and stuff like this. Oh no! Hold on. Sorry. I cannot see the name because... Oh! Miss Huggles? Yeah, I was able to get one early, and then I couldn't log on. Cerebral Arcade says, here. Wow, more people popped up. Whoa, so it took a second here. Wagaki says, I used to play Realm of the Mad God for years. Great game. Minnie says, I'm a huge MMO fan, and games with really unique gameplays. With you. Biggle Bobcat says, I'm all over the place. Used to run a games review website back in the day. I would say point and click. Fatal Frame games. Are you excited about the Wii U Fatal Frame game coming to Switch? I'm excited. That series needs more love. Because it's a very unique take on survival horror. Just got into Persona. Excellent. Persona 5 supposedly fantastic. I got my sister-in-law huge into Persona 4 on the PlayStation 2. They've beaten it now like 4 times. Oh, your real first foray into MMOs. Interesting. Well, it's not going to be much of an MMO. It's more of a... if you ever played Journey, it's not like that, but like how the multiplayer is presented, it's like Journey. A smaller scale, people popping up in your travels that you'll come across, and it'll be like, pop, here's this person you've come across. Trying to keep it a little smaller and intimate while keeping the world and its mechanics large. So you'll come across probably a lot of people, but you're never going to come across 50 people. You're going to come across 1 or 2 people a lot, but never 100, 50 all at once, that sort of thing. Yeah. It hurts me that Fatal Frame doesn't get RE Silent Hill levels of love. Okay. Oh, EVE Online is tough. Big ol' Bobcat, EVE Online is tough because that is a economy-based MMO. So there are 3 different types of MMOs that really exist out there. You have your economy-based MMOs. That's your Ultima Online, that's your EVE Online, that's your Star Wars Galaxies. Although Star Wars Galaxies has some hybrid stuff into it. It makes it a little more interesting, a lot more role-playing mechanics built into its system, which I very much appreciate. So those are games that are all about crunching numbers, crafting, the minutia of gathering materials, and getting getting the most rare and valuable of metals, but also getting the random luck of getting something at a higher quality than normal. In Ultima, it's very much economy based, of people crafting and interacting with the environment to fuel this economy for adventurers and adventures in general. Same thing with EVE. Same thing with Star Wars Galaxies in a big way. But it can be incredibly overwhelming for players, especially with EVE, because it's almost predominantly that. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's almost predominantly that. And it's at a point in its lifespan where the majority of players that you're getting are the lifers, those people who've been playing it forever. And there's a way to overcome that, but it's hard. I feel like I need to take a college level course. Oh, Sakura 2! Oh, Sakura 2? Oh, that's right, because your computer's still kaput. Sakura 2, it's good to see you. How are you? Sakura is my mod, but they are currently on their second account. So you have that one, and then you have the theme park MMOs. So those are your Final Fantasy 14. Those are your now World of Warcraft. Those are your Elder Scrolls Online. And they have a linear story narrative to get from point A to point B. Essentially, they are a RPG with online elements. There's just a lot of people running around you. You can sometimes group up, and there's always the end game elements where there's raids and things like this. But it's typically a linear experience. You're going from point A to point B. A lot of the zones aren't necessarily interconnected, and when they are, they're not as diverse. You know, they're a zone that's for level 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and that's also a very inherent flaw in modern MMO design. I need to get a water. Password, because my password manager's on my PC. Oh no, Sakura! Oh, I'm so sorry, Sakura. Oh, I can't get into this game, but we almost got there. US has popped up, which means we're getting closer. Lip, I'm gonna need some water. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right. Oh, but I found the US servers. Hold on. So those are two of the three. Then there's the other one. The third one. The rarer one. This is the golden goose. It's the Living World MMO. It's one that places world building above all else, and interaction with its world. It typically doesn't have a linear storyline. There's no major story. There's a lot of smaller, intimate stories that you can come across and discover. Those are your original EverQuest, your Meridian 59, your Underlight. These are typically older ones from the 1990s. You don't see it very often in modern-day MMO design, but those are the good stuff. That's my personal thing. I don't have any problem with theme park MMOs or with economy MMOs. I think they're all fantastic. Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. But for me, that stuff that has a meaty core mechanic and it has world building and social structures to back it up to make that world seem a little more lively and engaging. Yeah, no, Mr. Miko. No one can get in. Oh no, Sakura! Managed to break the power connector on a 5 terabyte hard drive. Oh no! Oh my gosh. It is time for something fresh in MMOs. I'm hoping this is it. Well, Miko, I will say that it may not be revolutionary. But from what little I got to experience, I was able to make a character and walk for like 5 seconds before it all crashed on me. I will say this, that its character creation system is very intriguing. And for those who haven't had to experience that yet, it is very opaque and fascinating. A lot to do with spirits and ghosts, as well as mechanical things. So there's this really interesting dichotomy. Like, there's a social aspect of your character in their stats. Social. Like, and how does that apply? How does that apply to NPC interactions? How does that apply mechanically? They were talked about, like, how, for instance, when you write your biography, your character's biography, people can have skills to be able to read your biography. And like that to me is fascinating, you know? And like if you have to pick two positive personality traits and a negative one, they affect you mechanically. Like the shy personality trait, meaning that your social glyphs that you're using to communicate with people are smaller and harder to read because you're so shy. But there's other mechanics like there's passionate and imaginative. And like passionate means that if you have a second person, I think it's passionate, where you have a second person in your group, that you learn skills and knowledge more quickly. It's really fascinating to me. But I don't know how it's gonna be. We're attempting. Oh, hold on. The light in the forest. Up. Gonna mash it out. We found a server. We got into one for a fraction of a second. I'm curious if the servers are character specific. If that's the case, we'll have to go into. Also, you can't select it. You can't make a name. You have to select one from pre-established ones. And I like this because it keeps you from running into, Stinky Wiener 69. Hold on. Oh, it's gone. We gone. In a second, it's gonna say you, yeah, no server selected. Yep, so and then we just reset. And wait. You're launching too! I hope you get on, Mr. Miko. Yeah, nothing's really selected. It says there's something selected, and then the region disappears. So we're back at square one. We'll be doing this again Wednesday. It should be lightened up by then, I hope. We'll exit and come back in. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water real quick. I'll be back to talk. Don't run anywhere. If you guys want to listen to a person rant incoherently about MMO game design. I'm sorry. It's not exciting, I know. Alright, 1 second. Be right back. Intrigued by the idea that I'm going to need a notepad open, much like when I'm playing D&D. All right, Big Ol' Bobcat's talking D&D stuff. This is why I was a proponent of original EverQuest as well, because yeah, you didn't have waypoints, you didn't have, anything. They didn't have a note, a quest log. You had to remember, so you had to write it down. It's important. There is something so inherently engaging about it's a little archaic, yes, but there's something inherently engaging about the idea of having to write things down, because your brain is engaged, your body is engaged in the game. Then at that point, what does that mean? It's fascinating. It's fascinating to talk about the things, a balance of quality of life and a minor player inconvenience. And taking notes is one of those. Oh man, that boy's gonna be shot tomorrow. Woo! But these are the types of games that I think that for a lot of people they'll connect with greatly. And there's gonna be a lot of people that it won't. And the majority of MMO players nowadays don't recognize the magic of this particular style, and for them, I don't want to overgeneralize, right? But for a lot of people who play MMOs now, there's two major facets that are the most important thing for them. One, raids. Endgame content, they care so much more about the endgame content and these raids. Long, incredibly intensive engagements that require a lot of time and a lot of skill to engage with. They care about that. And the other thing is they care about is loot, is gear. They have a fixation on gear and an optimization of your character through gear. That is the highest priorities for a lot of more modern MMO players. When back in the day, MMOs weren't about efficiency. They weren't about those sorts of things. The end game content, there was no end game content because there was no end game. You know, max level didn't mean anything. You got to max level and you were still challenged. You were still constantly challenged by the content of the game. Because the world was so varied that also that content would be not just in a singular place, a singular location. It was peppered throughout this whole world. And so being a person who was level 50 or level 100 or whatever it was, you had found a challenge no matter where you went. There was something there for you. But nowadays, with the way that we have designed MMOs, we siphon them through the content, because one of the major ideas that a lot of major AAA companies believe in is, what is the point of designing content that a fraction of the player base will experience? And what is fascinating about this is that in reality, when you do that, you have increased the life and the dedication of your game. When you have created content that only a small fraction of people will see. In vanilla EverQuest, I discovered a quest that was not documented on any online wiki, on Alakazam, which was the primary EverQuest thing, in the history of online retention of information on EverQuest. I discovered it earlier this year, in like July, June. A quest that nobody had ever saw or documented. A game from 1999. Like one of the biggest MMOs ever. That's interesting. It's interesting. Yes. Sakura 2, I'm with you. I'm so happy, Sakura, that you showed me this game. That you enlightened me. Because I think this will be really different and interesting. We did get to play it for a second, Sakura. For just a second. A fraction of a second. I started talking about, typical MMO players, and the viewer numbers had dropped dramatically. Shots fired. Games should be about... MMOs should be... they can be whatever they like to be. The MMOs that I would love to see are MMOs that encourage environmental design, that make traversal a threat, but also major points of interest, that have a history or a story connected to them, that doesn't happen in a linear nature. So like just, the town next to these ruins, only they know about those ruins, and no one else in the world does. I want to go on the other side of the continent, and there be a dude who has researched all about those ruins, and obsess over them, and would love to see them, and want you to do something with those, and have you make that traversal, and have you make that connection. That's important. That's important to have in your world building in an MMO. It's a thing that most of them don't have. Look, the people in that zone will have quests that relate only to that zone, and once you finish that, you move on to the next one. You'll be enough of a high enough level to be able to move on to somewhere else. I don't like that. I like having every place have something for everyone, be it a low level or a high level. and to give them reason and opportunity to engage in those things. So, because I'm sadly not going to be able to buy it anytime soon. I have to replace that HD ASAP, and it was already broke. Sakura, I am so sorry. Soon, I will save you a place in the campfire. If we ever get in. If we ever get in. We're going to try, though. I'm going to spend the rest of the night trying. And talking about MMOs. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I also like this game, or what I have seen from this game, because it is not dense in graphical fidelity. What I mean by that is the graphics have been so intense, you know? We've built on graphics so much to a point where it actually becomes, it can become, not necessarily that it does, but it can become a detriment to the player. Our brains aren't able to parse what we are seeing, or to be able to pick out details within the environments that are presented to us because of intense detail of graphics. So I always point out a lot of older MMOs, and one of the things that I think that World of Warcraft does incredibly well is use the graphics that they have in an effective way to get players to be able to notice details and see things a little bit better. But we need to have an MMO, and I'm not saying this is an MMO, it's smaller scale, multiplayer RPG thing, which is going to be fantastic. What we need in MMOs in general is lower graphical fidelity. Because if you're making world building be your major focus, if you want to have that world tell a story, you need it to be able to stand out to players and have them be able to differentiate the world and environment, and to be able to recognize the distinct landmarks of buildings and places. So a lot of times with MMOs, with like shops and things like this, we talk about like crafting centers, right? In a game like Elder Scrolls Online, there's always a location where you can do all of your crafting right there. And I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that. I enjoy the city's blacksmith having the place to do that, the locations that would fit in the real world lore of things, doing that. And then how do you get a player to draw their eye to be able to notice those places? And you do so through a lot of things like signage. EverQuest always made these really big, enormous signs for their locations that would be like a wall texture that would be like 2 tiles wide and just huge and be like, ugh, and have it tell a story. You know, like all of the taverns in that game had a painting of the dogs playing cards, but with the thing the tavern is named after. So the Lion's Mane had lions, you know, Crow's Tavern has crows, that sort of thing. The Salty Fish, or whatever it is, the Alewives, have that for it. And that's important. That's so important. It doesn't have to be realistic. It has to be able to stand out to the player. We always vie for realism. We should be instead making it stand out. Oh, we see a server. Light in the forest. Can we? Let's see if we can get in. I know this is bad etiquette. It's not helping and it causes problems with the server. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. The camera's like, huh? stuttered for a second. It was like, maybe? The light in the forest. There's a lot of servers here, it looks like. Come on, game. I'm sorry, it's such a taboo. It is such a taboo to do this. Is there another one? Oh, no, no, we're not finding anything anymore. Yeah, no servers. So close. Yet so far. It's looking. It's looking. We may never know. And knowing is half the battle. So, Minnie, if you're still around, I don't know if you are. You might be out trying to get in as well. For a little pass. Was there ever... what are your MMOs that you enjoyed? If you're still around. Again, I would never assume. We're all trying to get in. It's drifting farther back. Nope. You're already logged in. Nope. They're not already logged in. Yeah, so it isn't server specific, which is interesting. The characters aren't server specific. I mashed it too hard. Yeah, favorite MMO. Albion. All right. What do you like about Albion? I hear it's a pretty good game. We're so close, parallel pass. Oh! Oh! Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh! I'm not already logged in. I promise. I'm not. Oh, we made it. But Shah's an island trading outpost where the Warden's Union, some say deliberately, turn a blind eye. Where are we? We're in the sheep field, right? Okay, we're still in the sheep field. Oh, there's something here. Made it. Disodium, how's it going? Welcome. Getting some acorns. Oh yeah, we're just gathering some stuff right now. Battered and bruised, I've suffered hardships and misfortune and need attention. Oh no. Dandelion. They told us to go south and we would get to the oh. Occupied person. We would get to the town. Hey wanderer. I've got this box. It's come stuck here. If you can get it open, I'll let you have what's inside. Except for the ivory key, that belongs to me. What do you say? Box. We try to open it or what? Oh, there's a way to... Hold on. There's a way to, like, talk in a... Hey. Yes. These are our socials. I wonder if that's how you do this. Try to open her what? Yes. People saying, hey, do you want to group up? We need to rest. Pick up this. Got a question. Oh man, there's a lot. Notes. And so we can unlock these as well. Melodies. Oh, okay. Seasoned Scholar Examiner. Hold on, there's some dandelion here, it looks like. Yes, I'm from Australia, waiting outside the game for so long. It was a lot of effort, and I will get booted out shortly, I promise you. So I'm beaten and bruised right now, apparently. It's night. I'm now quicker as the burden of weapons doesn't weigh me down. Has you more cautious at night. Hello, Wanderer. Talking all day to my students, I keep forgetting if I've introduced myself. Skiff Batoso is my name. Journey aspirant. Oops. Hello again. My job as a wayfarer teacher often takes me up and down this road. I hope to see you again. And see, it's saying that something is going on.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Aw, thank you, Soccer, too.
What shall we do with a drunken
In this measure of your social intelligence, your ability to garner feelings of fellowships from others to gain their trust or to manipulate them. Yeah, mechanics, physicality. I'm a passionate, inventive, and lonely person. Oh, that is a player, I think. Hello. Is that another player? They're just walking. Huh. I'm told to go east to get to the town. But might as well. Thank you, Sakura. Well, don't give up. Don't give up in trying to get in, everybody who is watching, attempting. Keep it up. There's a lot of interesting ways to do so. Travel east to crossings. That's where I wanted to go. We're taking it slow. Running lowers my stamina right now. I don't want to deal with that stuff. I want to get my bearings. Wonder. Okay, so the screenshot just does that. Oh, hold on. What do we have here? Wobbly cane. Not with meaningless message. Itchy wool guard. It will take it all. Okay. Wobbly cane in my offhand. Yes. Trade value 11. Okay, the same as this. They're similar. I want that on, though. What it does is unknown. A knot with a meaningless message. Part of me thinks that I can use that. Huh. It's a trade good. Hold on. Let's look at the tutorials. Go, go, go! Fantasy Westward Journey. How's it going, Molting? Well, that's the thing, is that it looks like an NPC, but you don't know. You can actually make yourself look like an... You have an ability that can make yourself not be detectable by other players. So right-clicking on them will display its actions and any actions connected to it for it. Oh, consume, learn. Okay. Pocket. Equipping yourself with a backpack will multiply your carry capacity. Some objects have pockets. You may hide additional items. Contrary to items in your backpack, those stored in pockets are hidden from NPCs who would rob you. Oh, okay, so they have pockets on your clothes that hides them. Okay. Often beneficial. It's wise to watch out for them. Each item is a trade value. It tells you its worth. Okay. No matter your life path, getting comfortable with bartering is... Okay, that's great. I want to look at this again. Okay, it doesn't have another action attached to it. I got my walking cane, though. Good job, Disodium. Good luck. If you get in, I hope to see you on the road. This is it, folks. This is what we're doing. This is going to hijack my stream. Yep, travel forth. Alone. Oh, press space to halt your movement. Oh yeah, in mid, when you're running, you can stop on a dime by just hitting spacebar. Interesting. This stream is supposed to end. We're gonna go 1 extra hour. We're gonna go 1 extra hour for this. So we're keeping an eye out. Our little mouse is going to be moving all over the place. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. If you move slower, they become far more apparent. The clickables and things. There's wanderers. If you could only see what we have seen. Had you been with us, Kalim, surely you also would consider that city to exist outside of common time and space. Its many-colored banners of free floating lights, the mighty landstriders crossing a street with each step, pavements of glittering crystal, bath chambers engulfed in vanilla-scented steam. What is going up here? Like, I want to know... Oh, I'm just getting XP. That's it. Knowledge is your XP. You gain knowledge from exploring braided shore and interacting with everything that has to offer. Increasing your knowledge level gives you extra knowledge points to spend on memorizing new skills. So I can add extra descriptions there. Tulanite airships crossing the sky, delicious dishes sparkling of fire and ice, glass carriages traveling silent as whispers through the earth. That's how you level up. Young Weaver. Oh, a cat. I'm gonna pet that cat. XP goodness. How's it going, by the way, Mojito? It's good to see you. Thank you for putting up with me. It's good to see you, my friend. We're petting that cat.
Have a look at my wares, traveler.
Talk. You seem to have had a rough time on the road, Kalim. You should go get yourself a hearty meal and a hot cup of tea at the tea house. Imagine the tea house. Dear me, you look like you've taken a beating. You should head for the tea house and let Ava pour some rejuvenating tea to your friend. You'll find the tea house just east of the large tree at the city center. So we can go into the foreground and background. I want to let you know that we're not stuck there. Also, a Sephra shrine. I have a character ability that allows me to see Sephra. Or something that'll increase my ability to see Sephra. Being imaginative. Your soul breathes creativity and inventiveness. You get a notion when a Sephra is near. So there's a Sephra shrine. If a Sephra is near, you get a notion that they are. What that means, I don't entirely know. The blocked well. Just east of the thing. There's a lot of people. Apprentice, locals. Good evening, Kalim. Amiable Warden.
Trust the Warden's Union, Kalim.
Good evening, Kalim. That's it. Okay. See, look, there's a floating spirit there. Hold on. That, I think, is what a Sephra is. That's like a ghost. That's a ghost. Okay. So the Smiths, this is the tea house here. Yep, tea house keeper, that's who I'm gonna talk to. So, okay, so I'll actually show you right now. I'll stop on a dime. So you choose a form. That gives you access to a variety of different traits and talents and aspects about your character. So, for instance, I'm the Murther. They're much more about social interactions as well as spiritual interactions, right? So, some of the traits that I could pick from, I picked Passionate, which means if I am with another party member, if I'm with someone else, we move faster. We run faster through the environment. Being imaginative means that I get a notion when a Sephra is near. I think those are spirits. Then you have to pick a negative aspect, which is lonely. I will trigger sad emotes at random when there are no folk around to connect with. And then these other things, I don't know what mechanics. It's your understanding of mechanical devices and how fluent you are in the language of logic-related subjects. Sociality, the ability to garner feelings of fellowship from others, to gain their trust or to manipulate them. Like, don't entirely know how those play into effect. Then you have the winds. Also picking where you come from determines what wind you are associated with, and those are the types of spells and things like this that happen. So I receive a buff on skill checks related to the western wind with its warm, creative, diffuse, and mystical qualities. And even these things like the eye color, you're totally committed to living a passionate and vivid life. What does that mean? I don't know. Thank you, Sakura. Thank you. All right, we got to talk to the tea guy. That's what we're supposed to do. Winds, Mercy Traveler, what's happened to you? You look like you've been dragged through both hells of the underworld. Here, rest yourself. Let me serve you this. Some tea and then a hot meal. Look at your clothes. I have a mending knot. Some cloth somewhere lying around. There, good as new. And welcome, traveler, to the house under the tree. You have the look of a Kalim about you. I would not be surprised if you were headed for the Dandelion Temple near Batsaha. That place has always had a mythical connection with wanderers. The shortest way to the temple is taking the road to the northwest to the Western Verve Junction, where you can catch a ferry to Batsaha. Writing this down. Northwest Road to West Verve Junction. Ferry to Batsaha. Doing it. But yeah, Sirex Navy. Sirex Navy. How's it going? It's a pleasure to have you. The character creation is very different. This game is not an MMO. It is think of it like the size and scale of an MMO, right? Just in terms of the landscape. But you encounter players like you would in Journey. So you'll experience a lot of 1 or 2 players in your travels. You'll never come into a place where there's 50 players. You'll always come across 1 or 2 and that sort of thing. Once in Batsaha, walk southwards along the shore and the temple should reveal itself. South to Batsaha. Come back anytime, traveler. Oh, that's what they gave me. Okay. Let's take it all. I got pockets in that shirt, though. Oh, give me that shirt. I got pockets. Let's eat it. Yeah, boosted my energy up so I'm not beaten and bruised anymore. You're protected from the weather and wind. And my Twitch names sound classier than it is. Sirex Navi. Because I'm doing this and doing all these word, creations. RP note, there are 2 hells. It's a good idea to always count your hells. It's always a good idea to count your hells. 2 hells. Sabasir. Look for the starboard if you want to find Mighty Drifter. Wise, destitute wretch.
Yes.
Hot and full is the pot of the peasant family with sore hands and aching feet. Yeah, see, some of these people you can't click on. Hunter.
Hey.
Open sun stifles, dark of lee dampens. Seek out the mottled light. The bottom of you. This is okay. So this is how hyped robot. This is how you communicate with people. There's no chat interface, and so we communicate emotions through a variety of different emotes. So for instance, surprise. Ooh. If you have the shy trait, which is a negative trait for people who are in social social classes, these appear very small. And so you have a hard time communicating with people because they're so shy. But you can customize what you have on your quick bar. It'd be like, hey, boat, there's a city nearby, a train, and that sort of thing. Like, oh, I need to change my or mechanical stuff, or like, hey, ooh, hold up, we're going in, that sort of thing. So I'm just taking what was the standard stuff there. So that's how you communicate with people.